Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the late night stream for Tuesday night, August 26. I almost said 2026. We are. It is ladies' night. Ooh. So Tuesdays are ladies' nights. Tuesdays are typically a slow day of the week, so I figure let's make it one of the slow days. Ladies' night, free giveaway, and we'll say hot breaks, new OP17. We'll say new Dragonball, ST01, and new Oshi Noko. There we go. All right. Very nice. Andy Man's here. Let's turn on the comment section real fast. We're here at exactly 2 a.m. in the morning, so that's pretty right on time. We are. Geez, usually I'm a little bit late. All right, you know, I had to wind it back. I had to get it down to like 1:50 a.m. and start running these live streams a little closer to a normal time period, because it's good for the West Coast, but the East Coast is a terrible time. We're live right now for Tuesday nighttime. All right, copy that. Let's go share the link. Okay, we're jumping over here. Yeah, we're actually on time. Which is kind of crazy because it's going to feel like we're on early. Wow, look at all these cards. Cards are hitting new records, man. I don't know what to say. New record prices. I've been seeing it on my feed. It kind of shocks me, and then at the same time, it doesn't shock me. It just sort of makes sense. It's like, yeah, that was going to happen. Here we are. That Crystal Lugia, man. All right, we're going to post this one. Post. Maybe I should sell my Crystal Lugia right now at the beginning of the hype for, you know, the new celebration set. Just maybe it'll sell for an overpriced amount. Probably not. The idea that it's just going to go back down later, it's like, yeah, it's probably possible, but why gamble on it? I think people have been gambling on Pokemon card prices to fall for a while now. All right, we're going to hit refresh on this. Skilled. You know who was skilled in the daytime stream? Man, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. That guy was getting lucky, dude. All right, let's drop a comment here. Welcome to the late night stream. It's Tuesday night. It's ladies' night. That means if you're a lady, all you have to do is show up. Oh, I see. This is the post from today. If you're a lady, all you have to do is show up, and you get to be in the giveaway for tonight. Pretty easy. Here's Armand Lotfi. There's Miss Kayla. We're going to delete this. All right. Good. Maybe we should have a day in the week where we sell whole cases of product at a time, and it's at a special low price or something. I don't know. Or maybe whole booster boxes. All right. Let me delete this. Delete. Okay. Pop this in here and list. Man, what an experience. You were at Price is Right? The Price is Right. We used to watch that a lot as kids. When we were supposed to be learning stuff, we were watching The Price is Right, is the truth. We are. It's a cute show. All right, let me get out of here. We're done advertising. Let's go ahead and get the tags out of the copy paste channel. Okay, we'll hit delete on this. Delete. Here are the tags. Boop boop ba doo boop ba doo boop ba doo boop 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 ba doo. Do 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 do. Lucky Jerks got picked behind us on The Price is Right. Yeah. Wonder how they did. Maybe they decide that early or something, like they predetermined it. Okay, we'll hit save. We were so close to getting picked. Hey, Kayla, still Tuesday in Hawaii. Do 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 boop ba doo ba doo boop ba doo be doo do. All right. We're gonna hit save on that. Okay, we got the tags done. So I believe we've advertised the stream. We've got the tags in. Do we advertise? Here it is. Good. We did advertise it in there. Good. Let's grab the website. You can see even more new product up here on the website. It's pretty remarkable. We got One Piece OP17 on the menu, $12. Oshi Noko Volume 3 is $6. Dragon Ball Story is $18. Harry Potter base set is $64. Power Rangers Series 2 is $12. Pal World is $18. We have The Hobbit up there, but unfortunately for The Hobbit, we can't actually service it because we don't have any in queue. Oh, my elbow's hurting, dude. Wow, my arm clicks when I open and close it. What's up with that? All right, let's go ahead and pin the comment section. Not the comment section. Did I say the comment section? The website. Ooh-wee, it's ladies' nights. Yeah, that's right. You know me? Ooh-wee. Mr. Poopy Butthole. Come on, Rick. I think our set will be memorable. Oh, let me go ahead and do this because now I can't see your comments. I see how we have 23 people. Take a second. Smash that like button, 23 early, guys. Get that like button up for me, will you? Help me out. Cares has finished helping me obtain a reseller's license. So we are now quite close to finishing our application for distribution. So we'll be doing that very soon. Team Rocket Grunt is here 17 minutes ago, already posting an order. Very good. He's ready to go deeper. Let's check the website real fast. All right, so the website's looking good. All right, very nice. I'll set this up here. Latest night, do-do-do-do-do-do-ba-do. Should I play sexy disco music? I don't think we're gonna play disco music. We are. Look at this guy. He's up to 17 out of 36. He's made it quite far. There we go. A little yellow light there. We don't want the blue light. It'll give me a headache. All right. Raise that a little bit. Wow, yellow light has a really... Oh, look, the screen brightened it anyways. So strange. Ladies' night. Hey, what's up, Sarah? I was letting some of the ladies in Discord know that it's a ladies' night. Basically, you just show up as a lady and you get to be in the free one. It's really simple. It's very generous. It's that way on purpose. It's really literally there to give you a reason to say hi and not abandon us. So here's Kayla. Here you go, Kayla. We had one in the daytime, too. So if you show up at night and in the daytime, you end up getting double spots. See, there's Kayla on 1 and Kayla on 5. So she gets double spots. Sarah, you're on 6. Any other girls, you just say hi and we'll get you set up. So here's Miss Beatrice. So we'll just do this once a week, every week. And it'll be, you know, a way to make the week feel maybe less monotonous. Maybe on Sunday we'll host like a stream called Church or something like that. But I don't know what would be the benefit of church. Like, what would be the point of it? Trying to think of things to do because, again, I noticed something about our stream is that it's the same stream. It always is. Obviously, it's very product focused. It's about sales. We're a card shop. But having maybe something funny about each stream helps break the week up and make, you know, Tuesday feel different from Wednesday so that it's not just the same thing every day. Here it is. So, you know, a combination of new products, new breaks, hot breaks, fast-moving breaks, but also maybe something funny or interesting. Now, this is one that the boys can do for the girls if you wish. So I'm giving this away. This cost me like 35 bucks. If you're a guy in the stream and you want to be nice to the ladies, buy them a spot in the Sawsbuck, okay? This is a Sawsbuck poker card, and it's graded PSA 10, recent grade. And for $10, you can buy a spot in here. Whether you pull the card for the girl or not, this card here will go into their bag eventually. So we save all of these, and they can see that you donated toward them. It's just a way to be nice. You don't have to take it too deeply or think too hard about it. We'll probably do something for the guys too, by the way. But I just haven't really figured it out yet. Ladies' Night's been around for a long time. You know, we invented it a really long time ago. I don't know what to do for the guys. Here's Nintendo Mario Super Trooper. Maybe we'll have Red Pill Day or something. You're going to stream, mister? Go ahead and start. You want me to? I'll put one in there. Here, let's see. If I had to put a spot in there, I'll put one in for Quip. There we go. And it'll say TCC, $10. All right. So now I'm in there buying a spot for Cares. So now it's up to 2 out of 13. There it goes. All right, there you go. It's not a lot of money, honestly. Let me go ahead and change the camera angle. Not the camera angle, but the camera rules. So that doesn't switch camera types over and over and over again in a super annoying way. It is. All right. Hello, Chad and Mister. I hope someone pulls an alt art from DB Stories. Those cards are sick. Yes. Greek lady, we'll put you into the free giveaway. What's your name? I can't remember. You're Greek lady. Are you Jody? Highest poker cards. Man Cave Monday. Man Cave Monday, maybe. That's an interesting idea. Jody. Okay, you're Jody. we are. I am sometimes still learning the names. All right, here you go. We'll do something for the guys too. I just haven't thought of it. I think it would be interesting if we had like a Who's That Pokemon night as well. Maybe the giveaway could be tied to a game called Who's That Pokemon, or maybe it could be like a legitimate like tournament where people buy spots in the tournament. But if it's scheduled, like if it's something that occurs, let's say every Sunday, then people can expect it to be there. Can we see all the breaks? Yeah, let's show off the breaks real fast. So we got, here's a new poker break for Cape Mario. It's $25, 1 in 6. These Mario cards have actually been selling really well. People like them as BGS Pristine 10s. So the Pristine 10s are doing well. Sold a bunch of these. Now, Kanto Badges Lego, I think is it 2 or 1 guy in there? So this is a new round of the Lego badges. We're waiting for it to arrive in the mail, and then I'll show it off to you guys, and it'll probably move faster at that point. But it's, you know exactly what this is. This is the Lego badges, which was like a specialty set that you would get alongside your pre-order of the Pokemon, the new Pokemon sets. So that's really cool. We already broke one of those. It went really fast. This is the second round. And here's the trade break for the Charmander. Come pretty far along. It's at 19 out of 34. It's a PSA 9. Still kind of a pricey card. It's not exactly cheap. And look, it's a Pikachu card. Remember, you can trade me anything you want to try to get in here. It could be a big group of holos. It could be a small group of holos. It could be whatever you don't like in your bag. It could be a hit. It could be a non-hit. It doesn't matter. But you can trade to get in here. It's like a way to trade $5. Think of it that way. Here's the expensive split. This is the Jungle Pack break. And you can see a gym breaks going on here. Ryan's in there. We're room for another person. Or you can just buy in for 46. And then over here, this is the top split, which has been going off over and over and over again because it's a rare rainbow pack, so that's super popular. We also have a Harry Potter going on. We did one of these the other night. This is the next one. All right, and this is the sub list. You can see it's up to 2 out of 4. You can just buy straight into the Pikachu Gengar break for 128, or you can do a 33 sub list spot. Lots of breaks, honestly. So many breaks, it's like too many to choose from. Here's a Pikachu break, 41 and 11. There it is. Not a lot of action on this card, and I actually blame it on the fact that we have so many good items right now. I mean, there's really a lot of good items to choose between right now. So there's so much competition. You know, people are like this guy right here. He's 8 out of 12. And if we go over here, here it is, the Mega Tyranitar sublist. You can see there's only 3 spots there. So you got 4 chances left to get into this Shining Tyranitar using the sublist. Only four tries left. And this list is almost full. I mean, it's crazy. So this guy's moving hecka fast. He's a big pull. He's the Shining Tyranitar. He might be like a $4,000 or $5,000 card, you know. So it's a pretty impressive card to pull off the table for 40 bucks if you got lucky. I always knew I should be a lady. I know, ladies got it so easy. All right, also, this has been a huge seller. Let me show you. This right here, see this Crimson Invasion? This is a fresh box because the previous box sold out in a matter of days. So people are right now on our channel, people are chasing Pikachu Gengar reverse foil. These are $32 a pack. You can see it's a fresh box that I've just unsealed. There are some other good pulls in here as well. We've discovered all the Reggies are in here. You could pull Cubone, Melodic. You could pull, there's actually a really nice Wigglytuff. There's also Jigglypuff. And, man, there's more. I just can't remember it all. There's quite a few nice cards in here. There's a Phoebos in here that goes with the Melodic. There's quite a bit. That's been selling super fast. $32 a pack. Of course, we got the new stuff as well. One Piece is in. Oh, yeah, I was thinking of hosting a really cheap box break on another box of brown dust. I just have a ton of brown dust. We have new Oshinoko 3. Look at that. Oshinoko 3. We have new ST01, which has been selling pretty well as well. See that? Dragonball. So we got OP17, brown dust, Oshinoko, ST01. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. And sales over the last week or so have been pretty heavy, actually. Yeah, pretty heavy, I'd say. We are. My goal is to get distribution and try to lower my prices, and then also just to try and keep up with pricing in general. Like, we should, anytime the stream is really slow, which we had like a slow day on Sunday, anytime the stream's really slow, we should just kind of stop what we're doing and start adjusting prices of everything, because I don't test the prices very often. So I should try to find stuff that's overpriced and drop its price. Time to sleep to Mr.'s melodious voice. Good sir, if I order a booster box, is it cheaper? No, we generally don't do that. We could have a rule like that, but to keep it simple, we just pick one price and stick to that price. And like I just said, if something's not selling, we'll simply lower the price. So that's kind of how we're doing it right now. We've done stuff like that. We've done stuff like buy a whole box, get a pack free. We've done tricks like that, but here it is, brown dust. Right now, we don't have any kind of special things going on. Maybe we'll do stuff like that, like on a holiday, like, you know, Labor Day weekend or something's coming up, right? Here we are. Especially right now, you know, you got some really popular product right now, and that stuff doesn't need, it does not need a discount at all. I need to be selling that at full price. That's kind of how it works in a card shop. In a card shop, when you get your brand new product and it's really popular, you need to make your money right then and there because you're not guaranteed that it sells through. So if it doesn't sell through, you've got all your capital tied up in this boxes that people no longer want, and it just sits there forever. Then you start discounting it, and, you know, and then you get a good deal on it. You know, as a shopper, you get a better deal. Speaking of a better deal, I've got too much brown dust. I ordered like 2 whole cases of it like a madman. So we got a, we just got a ton of this brown dust. It's really funny, but we're going to host a box break on this for just 20 bucks. So for $20, you have a 1 in 2 odds of taking the entire box. There it is, brown dust. It's a bit of fun. Join it if you'd like. All right, Team Rocket Grunt, you ready? 1 live and 1 prismatic evolutions. All right, Team Rocket Grunt, he waited a little while for this. You ready? Distro prices would be great. We're going to do our best to get that done. I've been working on that for a while, and it was tied in with the complexity of our taxes. Here it is. So we had this really complex thing going on where we were not properly paying the state of Missouri something called a tax nexus. We weren't paying that properly. And so we owed back taxes on that for 7 years. But despite that, it wasn't even that much money to get it fixed because you know why? Because so many of my customers aren't from Missouri, as funny as that is. 1 cold live custom, 1 prismatic. You ready for the prismatic? Here we are. All my customers are from around America, but not Missouri. Just every once in a while, a customer from Missouri. Here we go. All right. Taxes can be really complicated because every state has like different rules. Oh, wow. You actually did hit some luck, man. Look at that. You got the Terapagos SIR, and you know how hard it is to pull SIRs out of here. Too bad it wasn't Evolution, though, huh? That'd have been nice. All right, look at that. I think overall, you had a really good day, man. Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Pokey, pokey, pokey. That's right. I'm going to do a line of pokies off a stripper's booty cheek. There we go. Loving me some Pokemons. All right, we got all these in the front, but let's go ahead and rotate this. We got this beautiful Joker Bowser. I don't like to give these up very easily because those Bowsers don't always grade 10. Here's, and I think they're some of the best cards in the deck. Look at that. Here's a Cake Mario. Very cool. Here's a 9.5. We've sold 2 of those now. Those surprisingly, those sell. People like them. All right, we have it. What do we got? Here's Miss Beatrice. Can I get a spot in the Topps pack split? Yes, let's go ahead and get you that. Hello, Miss Beatrice. All right. Do you got any PSA 10 vintage poker cards you're selling before you move? I've always got poker cards. Yeah, I got a lot of poker cards for sale. Is there one you're looking for in particular? Yeah, I got a lot of poker cards for sale. I probably have more than most guys. That's the expensive booster. Any poker card you want, I could get it by grading my own. Now, I don't always have the exact one you want already graded and on hand. Maybe what you mean to say, am I grading the ones in my personal, or am I selling the ones in my personal collection? There's a small chance of that. It's possible. Pokemon Poker, MB forgot to specify. What's MB? Is that Pokemon Poker Mario? I'm not sure what you mean. MB, huh? All right, so that is the Topps pack split. And how many people are in there right now? The Topps pack split has been pretty popular. We got 3 people in there. So we need 5 more people and it goes off. There it is. Any Kabutops? Ooh, that's so specific. Poker Kabutops. No, I don't have any of those on hand right now, I'm afraid. Sorry, man. Yeah, that one would be probably harder to obtain. Let me see. I'm curious about it. Oops. Oops. Kabutops. Where does he come out of? Looks like he comes out of the old decks. So he comes out of the 1996, 1998 set. All right, cool, man. Yeah, I don't have any of them on hand. I could get one. What breaks we have going on tonight? Yes, a lot of great breaks tonight. A lot of them. Probably the one that's going to go off the fastest, if I had to guess. Let's see. So we got the Lego one and the poker one. These are some cheaper ones you can jump into if you like cheap ones. Poker and Kanto Badges Lego. This is just a placeholder for the Lego set. So this card's pretty cool. We just showed these off a second ago. We have the Ladies' Nights break. If you want to be nice tonight, spend $10 and give a girl in the stream a spot in this break. I know she'll appreciate it. There are 11 spots left. It's $10, okay? So we got the trade break for Charmander. That's always fun. Harry Potter pack split, just $6. This is probably one of the fastest moving breaks right here. You're looking at it. The sublist, for example, goes really fast. $33 sublist. This is now 17 out of 36. One more spot and it's halfway done. The Pikachu Gengar is an extremely expensive card and it's just flying, dude. If you want, I recommend just buying a whole spot for 128. Don't even bother with the sublist, you know. All right, but here we go. We also got these pack splits. Jungle Vintage, $46. And there's a gym break running. And the tops, you just saw Miss Beatrice hop into the tops. We also have these two right here. Oh, this is the Lady Night giveaway. So you get this if you just show up and you're a lady. And then here's Pikachu. Not as many people in the Pikachu. Oh, you know, I didn't show this one off earlier. The One Piece break. So this is Shanks. And it's $25 to get in here. Okay, Shanks. And, of course, the Mega Tyranitar. He's a big one. That sublist is about to go off. All right, people asking the same question. Ryan Shapiro says, get me into the Chinese Gengar Pikachu. He's just buying a whole spot. That's the way to do it right there, you know, because it just guarantees you a spot. Now, I know it will be painful when you miss. I say when you miss because only one person pulls it. So somebody's going to be in pain. Could it be most of you? But one guy is also going to walk away with an extremely valuable card. It is on a $128 spot, which is pretty amazing when you think about it. That's kind of how all booster packs work, you know? So we're at 18 out of 36. This is halfway done now. Let me go ahead and put you on the giveaway for ZELLE orders. If you're somebody who pays for orders using my preferred payment method, ZELLE, you get to go into this bonus giveaway called the ZELLE giveaway. It is. So it's about every $100 you give or take, we'll toss you in here. So if you're spending $100, we'll send you in here. You know, here's an idea for an event night. What if we had like a Red Cross night? What if we had a Red Cross night and I donated a slab and then you guys bought into it if you wished. And when the slab sold, I went and I donated money to the Red Cross or something like that. Or whatever you guys want me to donate to. We could have like a donation night. All right, next up, Matthew Rodriguez, Brown Dust. Here it is. Matthew Rodriguez is jumping in here. We just need one more. Oops. We got a lot of these, so I'm just giving these away, sort of. And these box breaks. Really, really cheap. The bunny's very creepy in the cover, so it's a turn off. What are we talking about? I finally landed a job working at Target as a manager over merchandising. Super fun. Also door dashing. Nice, dude. Glad to hear it, man. Keep it up, man. Never run out of energy. That's the trick, guys. Never run out of energy. Open any of the OP17 yet? Yes, we have opened it. We haven't pulled any mangas. Let's see. Just trying to get my chores done before work tomorrow. There's Tammy. Let's put Tammy in here. Tammy, we were just waiting for you. Here we are. Tammy. If you have a girlfriend, tell her to just pop in and say hi. And I'll toss her on there too. Okay, guys? Here we are. Now, let's see. Mark J. Valerian says to give away 5 packs of battle partners to the following ladies, because I'm a simp and in no particular order. All right, 5 packs of battle partners. That's the Japanese version, correct? Let's go find it. All right, you're gonna do a giveaway. Do. If you like giving gifts away, this is a very good night for that. Where is it? Is this it? I can't find it. All right, I might need a new box. Give me a second. Let me look one more time. I might need a new box. Oh, this is it, isn't it? Aha, it was getting really small. We have exactly 5. I have to go get a fresh box. I'll be right back. All right, very nice. Here we are. Whew. I identify as female tonight. A lot of people say that. It's a very funny joke. I'm kind of like those basketball players, right? There we go. There we go. You can probably join that WNBA. All right. Tossing that. Good. Good. Okay, so this one goes to Miss Kayla. This is from Mark J. Valerian. Good. Go that way. Birthday grinder. Aha, Zorua. Very good. That's pretty nice. Now, Kayla's up here, I believe. Mr. Mark. There you go. Good. Thanks, Mark. Never required, but always appreciate. I never get notifications for this channel. You might have notifications turned off, maybe. Okay, one for Jody. Or maybe YouTube's racist against me. Try smashing that like button, guys. Maybe that'll make a difference. Oops. This is trash. All right, so this is for Miss Jody. Miss Jody, you're going to pull a little Cleve Fairy. Good. All right. Okay. And then let's see what we have over here. That's John. What did we do? Oh, we created a box called the Joe box just for you. Joe for Jody. Okay. Do we discriminate against Fudanari? That sums up my personality right there. Mister, read my payment again. Oh, Kat, Jody, Sarah. I hope all... let's see. It looks like you want 5 packs being given away to three different girls. Is that right? Ooh, this is confusing. Hold on. To give away 5 packs of battle partners to the following ladies, because I'm a simp and in no particular order. Kayla, Jody, Sarah. I hope all you queens have a wonderful evening / night. You are. So let's give this one to Sarah. Okay. And then there's 2 packs left over, huh? So maybe what I'll do, I'll roll a dice and see who gets the last 2. How does that sound? All right, that was cold. Sorry, Sarah. Ads scare the poo out of me. I don't like to hear that. I don't like to hear that the ads are no good. They gotta do quiet ads, man. All right, so watch this. So you gave me 1, 2, 3 ladies, right? So number 1 and 4 is Kat. Number 2 and 5 is Jody. Number 3 and 6 is Sarah. Landing on 2. That's pretty easy. So this is going to Miss Jody. All right, last 2 packs, Miss Jody. All right. We just let the dice decide this time. Mark's very generous. He gives away a lot of stuff. All right. Here's Magirna. And here's... Actually, the math doesn't look right. Are we giving away the wrong Oh, 5 packs for each lady. Oh, okay. So that is super confusing. So all these packs were for Kayla. All right, no problem. We can fix this quite easily, actually. So those were Kayla's. And this card in here is for Kayla. You know, I was looking at the math going, wait a second, this doesn't math. All right, this was all for Kayla. Oops, where'd it go? My B. I thought maybe you told me about the wrong pack or something. Oh, where'd it go? It all makes sense now. There it is. Okay, so Kayla, these were all just for you. 5 packs in a row. Tammy was like, "Good." Mister has become Unk status. It's understandable. We are. I'm almost 40, guys. I'm sort of like, you know, a struggling coach, gym coach or something like that. You know, day drinking, talking about how my wife took the kids. Yeah, all right, so that goes to Miss Kayla. Okay. Probably been doing too many Pokemon card fumes for too long. Probably destroyed some brain cells. All right, so let's go ahead and finish the order then. So we need 5 more for Miss Jody. Jody, these are your 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Ready? Give me all your Dragon Ball. You have fun with that? That was pretty cool, right? Here we are. Throwing these away. Here's a cold one. Miss Jody. These are from Mark to Miss Jody. Wailord. Reshiram. A cold one. And a cold one. All right, kind of a rough round. But that's all right. That's how they work. Miss Jody, you pull Wailord and Reshiram. Oh, I'm having like pain in my left arm. So weird. All right. Must have stressed it or something. It's Exia, which is her real name is Tina, right? Is that right? All right. And then finally, Miss Sarah for 3 of these. So, not 3, for 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there we go. And we can put the rest of these away. Tonight's the night that you can buy something nice for the ladies in the stream. For example, we have this break running. It's called the Ladies Night Break. You can buy her a $10 spot in Sawsbuck. Let's go ahead and snip this. Okay. Update the donation list. Yeah, we'll update that donation list for Mark as well. So here's Pillow Swine. Here's a cold one. Here's Belly Bolt. A cold one. And, oh, I dare say that box may be a little spicy now. The Journey, the Battle Partners box. Because what I didn't see were ARs or SRs being pulled there. There you go. That's for you, Miss Sarah. All right, where are we keeping Sarah? I don't even remember where we keep you now. I think you're over here. We are. Whoa, that's a big Sarah bag. Holy smokes. All these Sarah cards in this Sarah bag. If any guy identifies as a girl, then you need to dress up as a queen in the music video, Break Free. There we are. That's right. Good. I mean, if that was true, Cheese would definitely get in the ladies' break. Here's Squovit. Here's Boop. Here's Mario. Here's Bowser. And here's... This is a consignment raw card that's been for sale for a little while. It belongs to J. Geraldo. So it's 195 Korean Crown Pikachu. Nothing wrong with it. Okay, let's update this. Mark goes to 224. Wow, that's actually a lot. This is going to be one of the more generous months. A lot of it's driven by Ki-Hyun Row, but also Mark got busy too. Oh, and did I write 35 down for myself? I bet you I didn't. So I also donated. 35 plus 155. What is that? 190? I'm at 190 myself. Look at that. So 224 here, 190 here. All right. Now, we have an order from... Who's got the oldest order? Okay, this order is only 14 minutes old. And what about this one? All right, Justin K has the oldest order. He's got a big order. Let's see what it is. He wants, please include and ship all bulk. Thank you. All right, so you want to just immediately ship. All right, sounds good. So you've got 3 Storm Emeralda. Let's start putting this together, everybody. We got a Justin K order. He's been kind of a big customer lately. He always ships right away. It's kind of curious. Let's go grab that Marvel. Let's see, Marvel right here. Marvel pack for you. Upper Deck Halo Hobby Box pack. Those are really good. These are really popular. We tend to sell out of these, and then I always have to restock them. None in that box. Let's try this box. Ah, here they are. Okay, there's a Halo Hobby pack. Okay, we got English One Piece OP17. Let's grab the correct one. Last night I opened up 3 of the wrong ones. He wants 3 of these, actually. Just give me a moment. So he wants 3 of these. And then he wants 3 of the Azure Lane Volume 2s. So I think that requires a new bag, or a new box. Let's grab a new box of that. Before we do, let's see what else we need. So we need 2 Playboys, just in case we need to grab another box of something else too, you know. Playboys, that's the boys. Oops. Boy, there sure are a lot of cards up here, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. All right, there we are. Good. Cryptozoic Breaking Bad. Wow, that doesn't get opened very often. Such a specific item. It looks like we're moving on to a fresh box of Breaking Bad. So, here it is. That's Breaking Bad. It's a brand new box. I think you're looking for like signatures in here. You just watched a fresh box get opened. These are a little bit pricey, I think. $26. Here you are. Let's put this. Can I actually reach back here? Wow, that was crazy. I can't believe I reached that far. All right. Final Fantasy Blissful Eternity ×3. That's a really popular set right now. And I believe I just ordered more of it because we're running low. Okay. Hi, Zach. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Hey, what's up, Zach Attack? How's it going, man? There we go. I was wondering if shipping bulk on orders that ship right away would be a good idea. It offers the option to go 2, 3. Yeah, I guess normally my answer is no to that, but I'm just kind of making, I guess, an exception for Justin here. Justin kind of does it a little differently than the average person who asks for bulk. The thing with Justin is he actually orders a ton. Like, he orders a legitimate huge amount of product, and that compensates for the problem with storing bulk. It's sort of like there's enough profit margin involved that extra expensive label is paid for. And meanwhile, there could be other types of orders where you just add like an awkward amount of bulk and it really doesn't cover anything. So he orders quite a bit. So 10 Poke Shuffles, 10 other shuffles. Now you need your Azure Lane. I'll be right back with the Azure Lane. It's not in here, is it? What do we got? Storm Emeralda. Nah, I don't see it. Actually, I'm going to take this box back out of here. We don't need this one. We don't need this one. No one ever opens these. So I'm taking these back out. All right, here we are. Ooh. Now, this is the Azure Lane. Really big Justin order, and then I think we have a really big Sarah order as well. Ah, my arm hurts. My left arm has like a pain in it. Don't know what that is. What if I stressed it when I was cleaning up today? I was doing some cleaning. like a cripple on my left arm, man. It clicks at the elbow. Does anyone know what that is? When you open and close the elbow and it clicks there, and then there's like a pain there now. I've had that happen a lot. Never really figured out what it was. All right. It's like arthritis in my elbow or something. Okay. Whew. That's a big stack. Now, did you send for shipping? I don't know if you sent for shipping. Now, I don't see an order for shipping. Here it is. It's called Getting Old. No, I had it since I was really young. I've had that since I was young. It's like I've always known this about my left arm. There's something wrong with it. When you open and close the arm, sometimes the elbow clicks a bunch. I don't know what that is. Had that since I was young. I still have it, and it's still annoying. I was going to ask about bulk. Yeah? Yeah, this is a bulkless stream, to be clear, okay, guys? We are. I don't want to start doing bulk. I really don't. It is. Justin happens to buy a couple $100 of cards at once, and then he ships it all at once. So he's maybe doing it in a unique way. Here we are. Sneeping this. Oops. Sneeping this. But yeah, Justin, normally we don't allow bulk. All right. Some packs you definitely get the bulk because it's not counted as bulk at all. Some sets it's not counted as bulk. All right. Take jazzercise classes. Here comes the bulk lecture. You always have a job, Mark. Okay, you ready? Here's Breaking Bad. All right, here comes. What do we got? We got Gale's End. The Long Road Home. Oh, you got a holographic card. Where something delicious is always cooking. What? Some kind of diner, maybe? Okay, very nice. Good. Here's Jane's Death. Here's Remains of the Super Lab. What? Didn't realize there was a lot of opportunity here. There you go. There's always opportunity if you're sniffing about. There you are. Now, here is the Playboys. And we've got Playboy, 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 Playboy. No Trump in this pack. Trump's fighting with Canada right now. Oh, that kind of fell through. Oh, Canada. Trump's fighting with Canada at the moment. Oh, let's just take this apart. They're having some kind of trade war, huh? You know, they were saying some really harsh stuff yesterday, Canada was. Today, I was listening to some interviews, and they were saying, oh, let's get this trade fixed. So they had a very different tone today. I have to wonder if they are trying to play politics, you know, around the midterms. I have to wonder if that's what it is. Like they're trying to influence the midterm elections. Or maybe Trump's just a big jerk, which that's pretty believable too. All right, you ready? He said we're going to rename the Lake Ontario into Lake America. It's pretty interesting, I guess. What? You go, whoa. Okay. Okay. And there we have it. All right, so no Trump card in these Playboy packs this time. We have never pulled the Rainbow Trump card. That would be really fun to pull that. Altaria. Oops. You know those Playboy cards have been a steady seller for like 2 years almost? People buy those all the time, man. Storm Emeralda hands you 2 hollows in this case. Maple syrup about to be $25 a bottle. I love maple syrup, man. Here we are. What we got here? We've got Sergeant John Forge. That's from Halo Wars. Okay. Aha, your rare card is Amber Clad. There you go. All right. Very nice. Good. Okay. Stay away from girls named Amber, guys. They're always up to no good. You are. All right. OP17. Rip to Dolly Parton. If you guys probably didn't hear us talking about that in the daytime stream. Wow, you got a Golden Dawn out of there. That's great, man. Look at this Golden Dawn. Very nice. All right, and here's some hollows, and here's some hollows. Did you know Dolly Parton wrote I Will Always Love You song? The one that we associate with Whitney Houston. I didn't know that. I didn't know she was the original artist, and Whitney Houston was just doing a cover. Here's Wind Drake. Ambers are the worst. Here's Benedicta. Here's a Sephiroth. That's kind of nice. Okay. And Elmira. Here we are. I used to manage a 24-hour living facility. It had 5 mental health issues. It was the most stressful jobs due to staff. That sounds rough. Here we are. All right. Now, I heard you were sending in for shipping. I genuinely don't want to store this bulk on the table, okay? Because the table is always overfilled. It's very badly overfilled. You don't believe me? Look at this. It's overfilled. That's all overflow. There's no more room in the regular boxes, so those bags have to go into the overflow position. So it's very filled. Here we are. So I'd like to place all this in the staging place for shipping, okay? But there has to be a shipping label made. There you go, Marvel, just handing out a normal card. All right, let's grab this. There's a lot of overflow. All right. Dolly was a businesswoman. She had huge boobs, dude. What's up with that? Now, we still have to give you your shuffles, so don't worry about that. We're going to get those as well. Were they fake? Those weren't natural, were they? I don't think they were natural. She's one of those girls who likes big fake boobs, maybe. We are. Some girls are into that, you know. I should have a baggie already. Oh, I see, I see. Oops, just in case. Just in case. All right, so we got all these baggies. So these are ready to ship. I'm going to put them in the shipping area. There it is. There has to be an order for shipping for them to ship out, though. Now, Poke Shuffles and other shuffles. Let's see what we got. Poke Shuffle time, baby. 10 of these. I'll send the shipping payment in shortly. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, let's see if we get lucky tonight. Please. Old Maid Tatsugiri. Oh, Cerulege. This is a lucky round. 2 cards in a row means you probably went positive. I think Tatsugiri is 45. Cerulege. What is Cerulege? All right, let's see what we got. I must have hurt my arm when I was cleaning up the receiving area. My arm's hurting like a mother. Is it this? Wow, 75 on the Cerulege. Tatsugiri is very cute. Ah, but I didn't run into him. Where'd he go? Ah, here he is. He was right in the front. You did pretty good. You went in at $50 and you pulled 45 and 75, which is like, what is that, 120 or something? I think that's 120. I appreciate the people that read my comments. It's all speech to text. Let's see. I know my boss and my security job are trying to get me to become a manager, so we'll see where my path takes me. That's right. Manager Mark. That's what they'll have to call you. Keep them both, good sir. Very good. All right. You're already ahead, man. Let's see how you do in the other shuffles. Justin K. This is a pretty big order by our friend, Mr. Justin K. He's kind of a new guy. He's pretty newish, but he's gone pretty deep in a short period of time. All right, now we got our other shuffles. Good. Now, a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's the bonus card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, you did good in both boxes, dude. So check this out. This says 10 Poke Shuffles. So you're not allowed to re-roll that. You have to accept 10 Poke Shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. So this goes back in, and now you're going to get another 10 Poke Shuffles. But on top of that, you get this Cloud Zack card. This guy's doing really good, guys. All right, Cloud Zack. Oh my gosh. These dang slabs are like falling over. All right, let's try that again. Warrior of Light. Portcullis the Ace. Aha, Zack. So this guy, we'll value him at 40. You can keep him or re-roll him. He's a box topper, and I believe that shows Zack, and he's carrying Cloud on his side. Do I get a bonus card on the 10 Poke Shuffles? For those, I can't do a bonus on that one, but you will get 10 of them. Yeah, the only time you get the bonus is when you spend that initial $50. What are we thinking here? We got a full art Cloud Zack card. We can re-roll it for 35 or keep it. Keep it, please. All right, you're doing very, very good, I think. Now you just need another big jam to come out of the other box. Okay. Tossing this in here. Tossing this away. 10 Poke Shuffles. Dang. It's a pretty lucky round so far. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we are. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No! That's rough. All right, 10 cold ones. Still, overall, a great round. You just removed 10 cold ones from the box. That might make you hot for the next guy, or someone in the future, I should say. Still a pretty good round. You end up with the $40 Zack card and about $120 of Pokemon cards. So 120 plus 40, about 160. Wow. Yeah, you're ahead, definitely. Okay, that's the end of Mr. Justin's turn. Thank you so much, Mr. Justin. Okay, Miss Sarah, did you see that order? That was a big one. She wants 2 spots on the Poke Tops break. Sarah Dusenberry's here on Ladies' Night. Yeah, Miss Sarah. And here is Miss Sarah. Good. I wish he had an origin story on Jack Sparrow's dad. Da-da-da. Okay, so Miss Sarah will go into the top split. That'll be the cheap split right here. Okay. Very nice. Let's see. There should be a captain in there, mister, like Captain Jack Sparrow. Also, I'm surprised Johnny Depp was doing the new Pirates movie. All right, so 2 spots in the Poke Tops break for OP17. OP17. Do we have an open box of it? I don't think we do. By the way, we have a gym break. We need one more person in here. Matthew Rodriguez is in there. $20, 1 whole box. All right, OP17. Do we really not have an open box of it? I thought we would have an open box of it. It's confusing. All right, well, let's get it started. This is the most expensive one-piece set we've ever received. And how many of these? You want 4 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. And then 2 packs of Crimson Invasion and 1 pack DB Story. Here's DB Story, and here's Crimson Invasion. Crimson Invasion, we continue to chase after the Pikachu and the Gengar. Reverse Holo Gengar last sold from this set, $5,000. And then the Reverse Holo Pikachu in a 10 is listed on eBay right now for $7,000. Pretty crazy. Good luck. So this is a big Miss Sarah order. Snip. And I'm gonna let this get snipped as well. Good. So, Miss Sarah, what we got? Wow, that's a great way to start. Look at that Pikachu, man. Please let this be a Pikachu pack. Nah, it's a Luzamine. Luzamine and Como-O. Luzamine can... I bet you if this Luzamine graded 10, I bet that could probably fetch a little bit of money. It is technically like a waifu card, right? So Pikachu is going to be a good pull, though. We've seen the non-holo Pikachus sell for around $600 in a PSA 10. So you just need that guy to grade well, and you just did very well tonight. Oh my gosh, double Pikachu. Look at her. She's pulling double Pikachus tonight. Wow, this is really nice. That card sells for a lot of money in a 10. So then on top of that, you're going to pull Aggron and just the Aggron. Okay, cool. Big round there, Sarah. I think that was actually really good. I almost got carjacked in my security car one time. That sucks. Carjacked. There we go. There we go. Oh, lovely. Toss this over here. Dragon Ball. What do we got on Dragon Ball? We got these guys. All right, just a regular Dragon Ball story booster. And here's the OP17. Whitebeard guy. Holographic. 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 3 holos. What's her name? Gloriosa? I'm never going to remember that. Cool. And now, Miss Sarah. Where are we hiding your stuff, Miss Sarah? Anthony Paniagua has a table bag. That's interesting to me. Let's start a fresh bag for you, I think. All right. So you've already got some bags, but we're going to start yet another one and set it next to your others. All right. You know, a girl we haven't seen in a while is Miss Alexandra. What was her Discord name? I used to know it. Miss Alexandra. Does anyone remember her name? We got to get her back in here, too. We've got Onyx. Wario. Here's Tanuki Mario. Here's Umbreon. And here's Mario with the shell. Okay, I think I got all of the pieces of her order. Next up, we have an order from Mark J. Valerian. 5 packs of battle partners to Tammy, 5 partners to Beatrice, and 5 more packs to a lady I forgot to mention. Which lady? All right, Tammy, you're getting 5 more of these. Tammy. Tammy, this is 5 packs of battle partners from Mark to you. How nice is that? All right. Snipping this. Good. And we got Tyranitar. What's happening to me? I'm turning into Tammy. A cold one. And a little Noivern. That's an AR. That's nice. Okay, AR Noivern. And Magearna. Oh, don't go anywhere, Magearna. All right, there we go. What the heck, Mark? Mark's pretty generous. There we go. So, let's jump back over here. Oh, my arm, dude. I'm going to grab this. Pop it in here. Very good. Tammy. 5 more packs for Miss Beatrice. Miss Beatrice, you're going to get 5 free packs from Mr. Mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Ready? Okay. Looks like we're getting another Justin order, huh? There we go. We've had a pretty decent night so far tonight. Here's, oh, Lily's Clefairy popping out for Miss Beatrice. Lucky day. Here's a cute little sheep. Man. Woolly, right? Why would we need Woolly when we have Mareep? Okay. Team Mareep. Hashtag. Dun Sparse. Look at that Dun Sparse. They took Dunsparce and made him Dun Sparse. Can we bribe them with Pokemon Mark? I'm going to look to see what I have. All right, now he says 5 battle partners to a lady I forgot to mention. So am I just supposed to pick any lady? Is that what we're doing? Or how would you like to divide it? There's probably a couple ladies you haven't mentioned who never received a pack. So there's 6 girls, right? The first 3 and then 3 more, right? Well, let's take a look at Ladies' Night. 1, 2, 3. There's Alicia Brown, Kayla, Sarah, Beatrice, Jody, Tammy. So that gives you a couple names. Technically, there's also 6. There's Alexis. They're not here right now. So, you know, it's more fun if you're here. 3D printing is crazy. Say you get pulled over. Should I carry Pokemon in my sock? Helen Keller? The first 3 were who? It was, I'm trying to remember the first 3. It was Tina, it was Jody, and it was Kayla, right? Oh yeah, how about 6? You want it to be 6? I'll make it 6, okay? All right, 3 for 6. 5 for 6, I mean. 3, 4, and 5. All right, where would we be hiding her bag? The SI box, huh? I think she would have had a bag on the table, though. Snipping this. All right, they call him Mark the Generous. Tossing this. Clefairy. Cold. Here's Zorua. Ooh. And we've got Cute Flower Girl. I don't know, Meowscarada? There we go, Meowscarada. So many names to remember. I swear my brain has to be like a dictionary, because not only do I have to remember Pokemon names, I gotta remember One Piece names, Dragon Ball names, Yu-Gi-Oh names. There's so many names to remember. Now, Miss 6 would have had a bag over here somewhere, but it probably got slightly buried over time. Sergio, Jeff Leon, NHCC. Here's another Sarah Dusenberry bag. That's good. Okay, so we'll combine that with the first one. Jeff Leon, Jeff Leon. So Jeff Leon's got like his own box there. That's what's going on. Okay. That's Sergio. L12, that's also Sergio. So multiple Sergio bags in a row. That says bulk on it. That says Brett. Could we have put 6's bag up into the box where she would normally belong? Jeff Leon over here. Javier. Wait, is that a Javier Arroyo? Whoa, we got a Javier Arroyo bag. Or is it? Maybe it's not his. Maybe this is something that got donated to me. That was all hollows. There were no hits in there. Okay. What else we got over here? Nicholas Lloyd, a super expired bag. Sarah Dusenberry hits. She's going to want that. So Sarah Dusenberry hits bag over there. We will remember that one. Oof. We're not going to want to skip that. We must have put 6's bag up into the 6 box. Sean, Sergio, Sean, or not. What? Where's her bag? Okay, I know 6 has a bag in the overflow somewhere. That's got to be what's going on here. Yeah, there's too many bags right now. I'll go ahead and create a fresh 6 bag. And I'll put it in the proper SI box, and we'll just say that she has 2 bags. So we'll just put that like that. Okay. I'm pretty sure she has a bag somewhere. I don't think we shipped her. We're going to say 6, number 2. All right, there you go. Didn't Sarah get a prismatic God pack? I think she did. I think we're still holding some pieces of that. All right, that's taken care of. Let's rotate these. Spinner rack for just 100. There's Gengar. Here's Mario. Doop, 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 doop. Here's another Mario card. And here's Whale Lord. He's having a whale of a time. Carlos Chaveras, 3 Minecraft hobby packs. The hobby, oh, ow, ow, ow. Ooh, my left arm's really effed up, dude. The hobby pack's on the move. Here we are. All right, we got 3 of those. I did something to my left arm. I don't know what it is. I tore my, what do they call it? The ATL, is that what they call it? I don't think that's what they call it, my ATL. All right, what is the injury that the guys who play sports are always getting? Torn STO? ATL? All right. Let's grab this. I heard a report came out today that was talking about how they discovered that almost all NFL players are suffering from brain damage. Mr. Carlos. You ready, Carlos? ACL. There it goes. Thank you very much for fixing that for me. Ooh, this could be a hit. You ready, Carlos? What is it? Oh, it is a hit. Out of 475, you got a numbered creeper. Creepy. All right. Numbered creeper. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I feel like it would be nicer if it was like out of 25 or something. However, the fact that it's a holographic creeper is really good. I might save that one on the August recap because it's probably not the most expensive card. However, it's a really interesting card. You know, it's like kind of fun to see that. August recap. We're going to say 10600 numbered creeper. Well, you know, I had to crack out my own video editing software and make this video myself to a certain standard and then just tell Mike's side to copy me on the next one. That would probably make his job really easy if I did that, because then he wouldn't have to make too many choices. All right. So, there's Creeper. Everyone has inquiries midway through the season. Inquiries? Excuse me, sir. I have many inquiries. How much was the Ladies' Night Break? $10? It's $10. It's called the Ladies' Night Break. And it allows you to buy a girl a spot in this break. And then, obviously, if she pulls it, she's going to know it's from you. But even if she doesn't pull it, we're going to take those cards and put it in their bags so that they know who gave it to them. All right. We've got Planks, Bodyguard, Glass, Gold Ingot, the Frog, and the Bat. Okay, just a standard pack there. These hobby packs are super cool. I feel like they have an edge over the other Minecraft packs. Like, they're all cool in their own ways. For example, like the Time to Mine, they have the sketch cards. Those are really nice. But these containing actual numbered cards, I think makes them really special. Okay. All right. Wandering Trader and Ravager. Man, I might take a painkiller for my left arm. It's hurting so bad right now. Hurting so bad at the joint. I think I injured it, like I pulled it or strained it or something. Take a painkiller there. Here you go, Mr. Carlos. I can either let it hurt all night or take a painkiller and hopefully reduce the inflammation in it. There we go. This spin rack's $100. He can go up into the Poke Shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There you go. Goes up into the Poke Shuffles. This one's so going to get re-rolled. We're going to say number 167. Poker Spinner Rack. P10. Someone's re-rolling this one for sure. There it goes. That's a stunning Minecraft card. Congratulations. Yeah, I like the Minecraft cards a lot. It's a good brand, you know. Minecraft's one of the most played games in all history, so everyone is going to recognize the Creeper, right? Kind of an interesting thing that they haven't made like a Minecraft card game sooner, you know? Same with like Fortnite. All right, that's complete. Thank you so much for that. Let's jump over here to the website. I think it's Justin's turn. Yes, it is. Mr. Justin, he placed another big order. He says he'll take a whole box of the NBAs. Now, I think that's the last sealed box of the NBAs. I don't think I have any more sealed ones after that. I'm going to double check over here. Oh, no, wait. Okay, so we got one more box after this one that's still sealed. And then one booster box of Japanese Weiss Schwarz Oshinoko Volume 3. I didn't take that one out of the room, did I? No, it's right here. Here's the Oshinoko. And then a round of shipping, and then 10 Poke Shuffles. I tell you what, this time we're going to get you the Poke Shuffles first, and then open the pack. Sound good? So let's see what you get on those Poke Shuffles. All right. Good luck in there. Okay, 10 Poke Shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there's your bonus card. What do we got? Phantom, Fire Breather. What is this guy? Incinerate or something? Muna. Pignite, Ampharos. Is this Crocodile? Weavile, Ekans. Oh, it's a cold round. No, that's terrible. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. That's a cold round of the Poke Shuffles. Second time having a cold round of the Poke Shuffles. Why not get you a free card? I like to hand out free cards sometimes. What do we got here? What do we got in the means of free cards? Usually I have some poker cards lying around. I don't see them. Where are my poker cards at? Let's see. I can't find them. I can't shake them. Here, I got one for you. I'm going to give you this cute little Charmander, okay? We got a little cute little promo Charmander, all right? He's kind of decent. Now, let's go ahead and get these NBAs. All right. Ready? If Minecraft does it, they better put Technoblade as the chase. Technoblade forever. He was that gentleman who passed early from cancer, right? That's sad. That's what Dolly Parton died of, was cancer. We got to cure it. We got to cure it. Cancer's been taking people from us for a long-ass time, you know? Got to cure it. We got money for everything else, but we don't got money to cure cancer. So sad. Everyone should be like mandatory education in medicine and start picking out kids who are good at medicine and just send them on the way. You're a researcher now. All right, here we go. No, it's rough, though. There's a lot of other things to work on, not just cancer, you know? A lot of diseases to work on. There we go. At least my comics still come back in 3 months. Are you talking about engrading? What we got here? I sent out a round of coins to NGC, so we're going to get some coins back. LeBron James. Marcus, Jaden. I just watched a clip of Donald Trump joking about wanting LeBron James to join a all-women's team where they'll have men on the team. Michael Bridges in pack number 1. He said, I'll ask LeBron James if he'll join my all-women's team. There you go. He said, we'll never lose a match. All right. He's always trash talking. All right. Now, what do we got here? So, we got Zach, Spencer, Caleb Martin, DeJounte. Damn, these were all upside down. We've got Zach LaVine, Chicago Bulls. No number on the back. So just a standard hollow. Standard prism hollow. Not super rare. We're looking for hits. Everything else kind of goes back in like it's being re-sleeved. Hits. Show me some hits. Ready? Trump versus Caitlin Clark. Here's Isaac. Oops, hold on. Isaac, Jaron, Simone. We've got Victor Wembanyama, rookie. Not numbered. Okay, that one's going to be decent. Zion Williamson. Okay. And Nikola Jokic. All right. Very nice. Team Clark. Now, which way are these actually bending? Okay. Just checking to see how I loaded them. We loaded them like this. There we go. There we go. Wembanyama. Okay. She'd smoke him for sure. There you go. What? Trump's only 80 years old. He's young and spry. All right, there we go. Here's. People were commenting on that with the Dolly Parton thing. They're like, Dolly dies, but Trump gets to live? How? Norman Powell. And then you're reminded, that guy is super old. Josh Richardson. It's kind of scary, you know? He could just have a heart attack overnight, and then J.D. Vance would be in control of the country. Kind of a big deal. Here's Colby Jones. All right. Any second, Trump could just have an 80-year-old man heart attack. Things that 80-year-olds do. All right. Okay. What we got? He's pretty old. Here's Rui Hachimura. Jaden Ivey. Here's Chris Paul. Here's OG Anunoby. And here's Jamie Jaquez. Jaquez, he's a rookie. but he's not a numbered rookie. And here's NBA greats, Allen. Hey, mister, I have a crazy idea. You should go to one of the masquerade balls where you have to wear a mask, but just show up in a Batman outfit and go, Justice for Gotham, and then leave. We are. Batman. What superhero would I be if I was a superhero? What do you guys think? Here's Matisse, DeAndre. I don't know if I'd be Batman. Would I be Batman? Here's Terry. We've got Anthony Davis. Okay, Anthony Davis and Kevin Durant. All right, we got one rookie Wembanyama. I think that's your hit out of these packs from the box. There we go. You also got this fun little LeBron James. I don't know if that's valuable at all. Might not be. Just a common. Now, over here, a box of Oshinoko Volume 3, everybody. Here comes. So this is our first time opening Oshinoko. No one has opened it before you, Justin. You're getting the very first box of it. This just hit the menu today. Ooh, wow, look at that promo. Oh, look at that. Look at how that promo card has like a crease there. Now, I didn't do that. I'll tell you what did it. The box would have, I bet you the card rested like this at one point. You see how it's got a crease like that? Probably rested like that at one point. That sucks, dude. That sucks. Terrible design. They just let the card float around freestyle. Man, it's too bad because that promo, it's got embossing and everything. It looks really good. Man, terrible reason to not get a 10. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. What, do they expect the card to just sit still? Like, they know it gets shipped and stuff, right? Crazy. Snipping this. Promos raw dogging the box is cringe. That's what I'm saying. They're just raw dogging in there. And then you get this nice looking card and it's going to take damage. My God, dude. I can try to roll out the crease. I'd be happy to hear it if it went well. Now let's see what we got here, okay? So you're going to start out with this lovely card, full art. Okay. Again, guys, this is Oshinoko Volume 3, just released. I just got it in the mail, and it's a brand new set, and it's probably pretty popular because this is Volume 3. Weiss doesn't do that unless it's a popular set, so this must be a pretty popular anime. Now, I've never watched it, so I don't know what it's about. I remember Jeff Leon and Six fighting over it in the past, though, man. I remember they were opening it pretty heavy. It is. Of course, Jeff wouldn't be in the nighttime stream. He only shows up in the daytime. Here's Rainbow Hollow. Is that focusing properly? Look at that Rainbow Hollow. Good. Okay. Ooh, man, I'm having so much left arm pain. I'm like trying to sit in a position where my left arm doesn't hurt as much. Okay. Now let's keep going. We got one etched full art so far. And there's a hollow. Okay, here's a hollow. They're giving these girls such gigantic eyes. Humans don't have eyes that large. Until we get genetic modifications. Okay, and here's what we got. Ooh, that looks cool, man. Well, that's kind of like the promo card almost. So this says triple R on it. So it's an embossed triple R. That's probably considered a hit. Triple R's are a hit. And then last but not least, there we go, one hollow in there. All right, there we have it. Wow, you go nice and deep. I like it. That sounded kind of gay. Let's go ahead and grab these. I'm liking the orders here, Mr. Justin. What you been doing with that left arm for it to be so sore? I was cleaning up the receiving area, so I was moving like, you know, cases of cards. They can kind of get heavy, but I was moving pretty fast, so I must have strained it or something and not even known I strained it. There it goes. Put that there. Okay. And now let's grab this. What was I doing? This. Okay, very good. Good. I have a gentleman who wants to arrange a consultation with me. Did you guys know I do that? Now you can set up a consultation with me and we can work on your collection together, or you can ask me any question about card investing or the card hobby and pick my mind about it. This. Justin K. All right, there we go. You can check that out in our Discord server. There's a channel for it called Consultation. They'll talk about how it works. All right, and this box is going to be pretty full. In fact, it might be too full. Let's get this box over here instead. So here's an even larger box. The old HoloLive boxes. I like the HoloLive boxes. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, good. That all fits nicely. And let's see how heavy that is. It's a little bit heavy. Let's get it. So you got that. You got some slabs at the same time. We're going to say Justin K. We're going to grab all this. And then we're going to jump from here to here. Good. And wow, it's already set up really well. So it's already got some weight put on it. Good. Excuse me. When Jack Black seized the pig with the crown in Minecraft, they honored him. Oh yeah, I remember that. They did a little scene for him in Minecraft. That's pretty cool. There we go. And we'll grab this. All right. We'll put this away. Did I miss anything? Thanks again, as always. Thank you, man. You got that bonus Charmander. Sorry about the tough round of the Poke Shuffles in the second round. But, yeah, I think that you got the Webinyami rookie, and then it looked like you got kind of a standard box of Oshinoko. If you end up going deeper in there, we still have time for that. And who knows, maybe you can pick out a signature. Because, again, no one else seems to be buying it. We just got it. So it's a full case. Now, what do we got next? I'm going to throw these away. Boop. And we're going to run over here. Got to donate to the Vegas Fund. Yeah, Karis and I are talking intensely about all that. We talk about it every day now. Here's Carlos. Since you bought a spot for Quip because I was teasing you, a spot for 6. All right, that's what we're going to set you up with. It's ladies' night, guys. You can buy a spot for girls in a break. And it sounds like simping, but it's actually kind of a funny thing to do. It's nice to be able to give stuff away. And now, wait a second. How do I structure this? Oh, the girl's name goes at the top. So it'll go like this. It'll be 6. And then Carlos underneath. Here you go, Carlos. Carlos Chaveras. It's a structured thing, you know. It's like expected. So it kind of makes it nice. Instead of being weird, right? Because I think sometimes if you're like super generous to a girl out of the blue, it's almost like, all right. You know what I mean? So there you go. That's up to 3. So there's 11 spots left on that. Very cool. You did the squeak. We'll end up putting... So the way it works, even if you don't pull this for her, we'll end up putting this card into 6's bag. She'll end up seeing who bought her spots and stuff. That's kind of how it works, okay? Now, did we update Mark's giveaway? I bet you we didn't. Mark J. Valerian was at 224. We didn't update that. So, Mark, let me do that. You contributed another $60. End of the month. You're up to 284. You know what's a really fun show to watch, guys? The IT Crowd. It's an older British comedy, and Karis and I have already watched it like 3 times, and some time has passed now, and we're watching it again, and it is still absolutely hilarious. Such a great show. Highly recommended. If you haven't seen it already, you're lucky if you haven't seen it already, honestly. You get to enjoy it with fresh eyes. The IT Crowd, a really funny show. Okay, very nerdy. Wow, love this one. Look at that. It is. It's like the very beginning of the game, isn't it? Heads up, I don't see Oshinoko on the menu, mister. Isn't it? Hold on, let me check the... Oh, maybe I didn't put it in the YouTube menu. I probably put it on the website, but not the YouTube menu. Give me a second here. Let me update it, okay? Good catch. Yeah, you got to update it in both places. So right now, it's in the... If you ever want to see the latest stuff in our stream, just go to our website, pinned in the chat section, and go to Sort by Latest. See that Sort by Latest? So check out the latest sets. So we got One Piece right here. That's brand new, $12. We got Oshinoko Volume 3, $6. Dragon Ball Story, a whopping $18. This is a vintage English Harry Potter base set from 2001, $64. Imagine you could buy base set Pokemon packs for just $64 again. Here's English Power Rangers Series 2 for $12. Very old. This is like 1995 or something. And then we've got Pal World. I got to change this to Palpagos. I might do that right now. Let's change the name to Palpagos because I put in the wrong name when I created that submission. Let's go to products, all products. 6 needs to come back to the stream. She's got a lot of freebies. She's in every, she must return. Yes, she must return. I think she will. We are, she says she wants to return sometime. I think she's saving up some money a little bit. All right, let's see. Here it is. Is it Palpagos? What's the name of it again? It's Palpagos. Dawn of Palpagos. Palpagos. There we go. We've changed the name to be correct. Very good. Now, let me go to the YouTube menu and make sure the Weiss Schwarz menu is up to date. We're going to say Riftbound Weiss. Here we go. Weiss Japanese. Oh, yeah, we had that interspecies reviewer. We found out we had some more of that. So this is going to say Oshi no Ko Volume 3. And the price shall be $6 or $60 a box. There we go, 6 or 60. I'll throw this away real fast. Let's see, last stab for me tonight. You taking another stab? Sounds good, man. Okay, so we're back on the website. Go back over here to orders. And we're going to hit refresh. If we can. All right, so we have another Justin K order, and he's going to go in probably for another Oshinoko. I don't blame you, because if no one else has opened any boxes, and it's just you, and the first box is cold, well, then every box you open is another tick closer to a potential signature. I don't know how many signatures will be in the box. Nowadays, there's only 12 booster boxes per box. So if there's 3 signatures in there, then that's like a 1 in 4 odds, right? All right, so maybe I run off and grab a fresh box of it. Did I open a bag and put it in here? Okay, we've got an open bag in here, and then I'll go ahead and grab a whole nother fresh box of it. I'll be right back. I moved it out of the receiving area, and I couldn't find it for a second there. Oops. Whew. Leave that to the side for a minute. This should be 150. Okay, there it goes. And let's pull one of these down. I'm tempted to grade some more trick-or-trade cards because we're heading into Halloween, but there's no way I'll get them back in a reasonable time from CGC. I probably would have had to have submitted them like 3 months ago for them to come back in time for Halloween. So what I'm thinking, maybe I'll send them to that little degree grading company. What do you guys think? Degree grading? Use the X-ray machine. Boy, you guys better be scared if they ever invent that, because they do have that already, but it's a big, complicated machine. The CT scanner, that's what it's called. Oh, look at this. So this is your box topper this time, and look, it's just a plain card. Oh, that's so sad. That means the one you pulled out of the previous box was a hit. It was a hit box topper, and it was damaged. Oh, Lord, dude. That makes it worse. If they all came out and they were all embossed, so what? If that one was specifically embossed because it was a hit, that's like freaking sad, man. I don't like to hear that at all. Here we are. How much did I pay for these? Because I swear to God. Here we are. There's only 12 boxes in the whole case. How do you make your money back on that? Crazy. $60 box, 12 boxes in the case. I would have had to have paid very little for this. Okay, you ready? I'm going to go check it out. Ooh, I like that. That's SR Triple Star. And it says Happy Summer. That's probably a good pull there. Look at that. That's cool, man. SR Triple Star. Stamped box topper ripped. Rip. Yeah, that's sad, man. Okay. It's not a Siggy, though. We're looking for a Siggy, too. Here she is with big sparkly eyes. That might be your 2 hits in the box right there, back to back. I don't know what happened to Weiss Schwarz, but they recently changed their product. They made it so that each booster box has fewer packs in it, and each case has way fewer boxes in it. So you just get less product now, but their case price is essentially about the same. And I don't know how I feel about that. It feels kind of like they're trying to make the product more premium, right? So now you pay a higher price per card. But I don't know. I don't feel like the cards feel that way. They feel like, you know, Weiss Schwarz cards. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Okay, here's this girl with the towel on her head. Very nice. Okay. Konnichiwa. All right. Crying anime girl. What a surprise. Here we are. Here we are. When are girls in real life going to evolve to look like these girl cards? We are. Look at that. You'd need an eyeball like the size of a giant silver quarter or something. There you go. All right, Justin. Oh, wait. You were saying you wanted these. Hold on. See that? That's my auto reflex. Okay, you're shipping out immediately. And we're going to grab this for you. Oni-chan konnichiwa. Yeah, that's right. Oni-chan konnichiwa. Mr. Justin, keeping us busy. I like it. We're grabbing this. Listen to that, man. That's a great sound. That's that Animal Crossing music is so good. Makes me happy. All right. Good. What's going on in your guys' lives that's real good? Sometimes we talk about gloomy stuff. You guys got some good stuff going on in your life? Tell us about it. There we are. Good. Very good. And we're going to go ahead and grab this box now. So this is going to look a little different. I'll set you right there. Okay. I think I'm hooked on these boxes. You and everyone else, because people love opening cards and it's fun to collect, man. That's why it's like it's an activity. People got a couple activities they can do in life. There's always been like, you know, there's been like golfing, swimming, maybe like hiking, you know, outdoor activities. And okay, well, what if you want an indoor activity? Or recently, there hasn't been a lot. I feel like mostly it's just been like, well, you can go drink. That's what our parents did, like Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson, he was always at the bar, right? Or Peter Griffin, he was at the Drunken Clam, right? Well, our generation, I think we like to go to card shops or collecticons or, you know, because we don't drink. People our age don't drink as much. We've been hearing for years now about how, you know, alcohol is not as good for you. So it's like, well, I can't center my whole life around drinking alcohol. So what do people do as a group for fun? And recently, it's one of the big things has been trading collectibles. It makes a lot of sense, right? Like history museums have always drawn crowds with, you know, collecting art and charging people to look at it. Well, now you can own the art in your pocket and then you can trade it with someone else who wants it. And sometimes it goes up in price. So that's a really fun thing, you know, big improvement. I don't think it's going away. I think it's going to stick around for a long time. It's that, you know, collecting and trading is an activity. It's becoming more structurally, you know, a big structure for it exists at this point. Look at that Mario. That's hilarious, man. I love that card. That was only $125. I feel like that's too cheap. Here's Magnetron. Here's Victini. Here's Stacy. Patrick's Fishnets. You know, I haven't listed anything on eBay in a while. I should probably do that. This guy should be listed on eBay. If it's cool, if there are only 30 prints and a PSA 10 of the art, Justin, you might want another box for a chance at the Siggy. True CCC. I think I'm hooked on these boxes. Might do one more. Yeah, I brought a bonus one in just because even if you didn't do another one, someone else might see that you didn't pull a Siggy and they might grab it. So then you're just sending in another order right now, I think. Yes. And so, Justin, you are next. Let's see if there's any other orders in the queue. Nope, just you. All right, let's do it. So another box of Oshinoko. Good luck. All right. Oh, yeah, I got to find out what I paid for this set real fast. Do you mind if I look that up real fast? I got to see if my pricing's correct. Because I'm doing the math in my head. I'm like, how much did I actually pay for this? Let's see. I remember I couldn't find out how much Oh, there it is. Okay. No, it's not very profitable. It's not a very profitable set to sell, but it's a little bit of profit on this one. Yeah, I guess it's just a cheaper, smaller set almost. All right, see that? That falls right out. There you go. Just got a little homework to share with you. Yeah, these cases should be really cheap because they don't hold a lot of cards. I'm done after this. Cut me off. I have a story about cutting people off. I had this customer. Actually, this customer still shops with us to this day, but not very frequently. This customer pops in every now and then. So this customer was buying a lot of stuff, and they were saying that they were going too deep, right? And so they said, promise me you'll cut me off. Like we were talking in private, right? And I said, okay, I'll promise I'll cut you off for real. And then I did. The person tried to come in and buy stuff, and I said, I won't let you do it because you told me to cut you off, right? So I did as I was told, and I told them no more because you asked for that, right? You know what happened? Like in a day or two, that person went to the next rip and ship and just started spending money there because they knew they were cut off with me. So then they just go down the street and go to the next one. So lesson learned from me. I don't do that anymore. Here we are cutting people off. You got to cut yourself off, okay? Here we are. They said, okay, cut me off. All right, you can't buy anymore here. They just went down the street. They're like, I'll just buy from the next guy now. Oops. All right. Didn't work at all. That's the problem with it is like if I tell you can't buy with me, you just go buy for the next thing. Isn't that funny? That was a big learning lesson for me. I know we had another scenario where we let someone run a tab. That ended badly. That was another thing. We did that years ago. And the person ran up a big tab, and then they couldn't pay it off. There we are. So that was a bad situation. But it worked itself out because that person had items in the... what is this? Persons in the grading history. What am I looking for? PSA submissions channel. And so what we agreed to is that I would just absorb the cards as they came back, and it would pay off the debt. And it did. It sort of did. They came back much later, and... It was pretty stanky. There. Yeah. Note to self: no tabs when it comes to opening Pokemon cards. It's almost like being able to get a tab at the casino. It kind of makes no sense, unless the person you're working with has like millions of dollars in the bank. Here we are. Here's this. What do you guys think of that story? 2 stories now. You got 2 stories out of me: a story with the tab and a story with cutting you off from buying more product. Here we are. Here's this guy with the face. Is that a guy? I think it is. It looks nice. That's an SR double star. Cool. So there's double star and triple star now, huh? That's very interesting. And here's a holo. And here's a holo. And finally, here's one more rainbow. So no Siggy in this box either. Doctor said I was pregnant. What? What are you talking about, Marshall Weber? I thought you still had people with tabs. No, I don't have anyone with tabs now. Here we are. Yeah, we don't do that at all. There we go. There we go. I tell a story about the pending orders. That was a crazy one. In my first year of operation, I had a guy. It might have been my second year. I had a guy named Bryant Lewis, and he ran $21,000 of pending orders and I didn't know that pending orders meant I didn't have the money yet. They all bounced, and he got to open $21,000 of product and ship it to himself before I realized what was going wrong. $21,000. He would come into the stream and open it was like 2 boxes of Cosmic Eclipse per stream. He would just open tons of product. Then months later, I looked into it. I'm like, what are all these pending orders? And the pending orders say canceled, 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 canceled. I was like, oh my God. Good round. You got some great cards in those 3 boxes. Yes, he did. All right, let's grab. I'll just create yet another baggie for this one. Yeah, that guy, he and I got into contact. He returned the cards. He made a couple payments to me, but ultimately, I think I might have lost like $5,000 to $10,000. It was pretty bad. All right, let's see. Justin K. I had another story, the story of the Japanese vendor who was no good. Japanese vendor who screwed me over. That was another one. Yeah, a lot of stories like this, actually. That guy ruined it for everyone. He's probably friends with Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick would be a new story. Kendrick's a new story. That's a new one. I've experienced a lot as a card shop guy. There we go. Ooh, that's a heavier box now. Definitely experienced a lot. Dark Electrode. You know what the trick to it all, by the way? What is the trick to all these problems? Have a lot of cash on hand, so that if a problem goes down, you can just not be out of cash. You can't go bankrupt. So just have cash on hand and don't take too many risks. It takes a bit of discipline to do that, because your urge is to just spend all the money. Like, hey, if I go balls deep, then, you know, the product will go up faster or something like that. Which actually, maybe that was true. Maybe I should have taken more risks. But I can't judge the way I built my Pokemon card empire. I mean, we did really good in the long run. I took some risks, but most of the time, I had full money on me. I'll never forget the night with Kendrick. I've met buyers like Kendrick where they go really deep in one night. But the thing I didn't anticipate was the website. The website was a weakness. So after that happened, Care sat down with me and we changed the security rules in the website. So that was really important. Dark Tyranitar, look at that guy, huh? Base set Pikachu, that's cute. No Hollow Error Dragonite. So happy I got that card. Base Charizard. Here's Pocket Starter, Bandai Starters. Wow, that's special. Primal Groudon, that was from a recent Ancient Origins box break that I was in it with you guys and actually did well there. That's really crazy if you think about it. Lugia, that card just sold for like 150,000. And we got this Gyarados is really cool. We got Gengar Masaki. We got this Mew. I remember when Mr. was doing breaks in Japanese Neo and found out all 3 packs bought from a guy were fake. Oh yeah, that's another one. Yeah, that was Neo Genesis Japanese. Yep, I've had all kinds of bad things happen to me. I bought some no rarity gym decks, Japanese vintage, and those ended up being fake. So that was another thing I experienced. That Togetic probably ought to be put away. Charizard Metal. Oh man, I love this card. Here's our little Mew. That guy's one of the biggest flips ever. I don't know where I stack up in America, but I'm one of the luckiest investors in America with this card. This card purchased for $3.8 thousand in 2021 is now a card that's had multiple $300,000 offers. That, I mean, I just don't know people who make investments like that. I considered it like a Pokemon card investment. I mean, he's technically inventory, right? But like, I was picking him out because I believed he was going to move up in price. And so, you know, he'll probably be sold one day, but I don't even like Mudkip. That's the craziest part. Did you guys know that? I got him in an auction and I said, I better buy that one. Got him in an auction and I don't even like Mudkip. I'm not a Mudkip fan. How crazy is this? But I held on to him and, from 3.8 thousand to 300,000. That's, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's almost like 100-time gain. And so that's pretty rare, I think. I don't think most people experience that. And so I'm a very lucky guy, but I placed all my faith in Pokemon cards. So that makes me a weird guy too, you know? That's a weird thing to do. Who places all their luck into one basket, right? I didn't really diversify that much. I just put it all in Pokemon. All right, so Mudkip is dope. That's insane. Here's a Chinese seller I buy a lot from on eBay, and he posted a Lugia from 30th. Yeah, they're cracking down on that on eBay. Did you guys hear about that? eBay's saying you can't do that. You can't, you know, you can't sell cards that haven't been released. I told Mr. and Chow saying, did you hear about PayPal getting away from TCG because of the chargebacks, trying to nonchalantly hint it without saying? Yeah, I mean, when it was happening, I considered it could be fake for sure. I considered it. If you recall, in the middle of the stream, I started cutting him off. So, like, he wanted another box of Evolving Skies. I was like, nah. Because he was opening up basically a spent box of Evolving Skies, and I didn't want to get him a new one. But, yeah, we let him go pretty deep. And like I said, in the past, I've had big buyers like that. They're rare, but I've had that before. So I thought maybe tonight was my lucky night. It was the other way around. The website had a weakness on it where it didn't do security checks on credit cards enough. And so we went in and we changed that. Now the website does heavy security checks. And it wasn't even that hard to activate that. So, oops, learning moment, you know. If I was talking to a guy who wanted to start his own website for Pokemon cards, I'd tell him the same thing. You're going to get hit with fake credit cards if you don't put in a lot of security steps into your website. Scalpers are even scalping Dune 3 IMAX tickets, trying to sell them for hundreds on eBay. Well, you know, everyone's desperate to make money. That is true. Everybody's desperate to make money because this world is so expensive. America's more expensive than it's ever been. You know what I ought to do for fun? I ought to make like a shopping video challenge. I should make a video where it shows me like shopping, maybe like for something like food. With maybe like $100 food challenge. See how much food I can buy with $100. Because I feel like affordability and being able to get your money to go stretch further in this life, in this country, it's getting trickier and trickier. You know, like you got rent is crazy high, bills are crazy high, insurance is crazy high, cars are crazy. You better not have your car break down. How are you going to buy Pokemon cards, right? Education's pretty expensive. You know, it's all expensive now. So how are you going to enjoy your hobby? You got like, man, everything costs so much. Taco Bell is $40. McDonald's is $30. McDonald's is a little cheaper. Yeah, it's rough out there, man. But so people are trying to scalp because they're trying to get rich quick, or they're just trying to make it. They're trying to pay for their kids, or they're trying to, maybe they're addicted to something and they're trying to pay for that. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, people need support. They need like ideas on how to make legit good money. And I would say one of the biggest methods is up your skills, go be a doctor. And I don't mean a doctor, but you know what I mean? Like go be an x-ray technician. Go get a nurse assistant certification or something like that. You know, like go get your foot in the door at a hospital. Some of those high paying jobs. Go build stuff. So everyone needs cheaper homes, right? Well, they're constructing homes in places in America, right? Like Tennessee's expanding. They're a popular state to move to, and there's plenty of land. So what does this mean? It means they're probably hiring guys to build houses, and they're probably building a lot of houses out there. That's just a little bit of logic, a little bit of placing a bet on a capitalist market. So I'd say, hey, you know, if you want to go make money, move to Tennessee and apply to go be a construction worker. If you're a young man, if you're like 18, go join the military. Sounds like a bad idea, except the military gives you tons of benefits. And if you get injured in the line of duty, you can get veteran benefits for like the rest of your life, apparently, that are pretty good. Depending on, you know, hopefully you don't get really badly injured, but you know, so you can have something like maybe like a bad bone or joint in your body, and then just get like lifelong benefits from that. So you know, you got to come up with a strategy for making money. It's not just about going to school; it's about having a strategy these days. All right, so we've got the fish and the turtle here. Honestly, the fish is kind of ugly. Fishbone is going to be 75. Cheap. And then over here we have a spiny. Same deal. I think the spiny's kind of basic. 75. So the fish and spiny, these are pristine 10s for $75. That's not bad. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. I once got scammed out of $23,000 from a Hong Kong seller of Japanese. I bought from them twice before large orders, but for the third order, they took my money and sent me a towel and anime book. Lol. Damn, dude, that's crazy. You could have lost 500, but netted 300,000. True, yeah. Let's see. That's how I feel about my Meloetta card. Paid 180. One just sold for 7,500. Nice, dude. Let's see. Scalpers are even scalping Dune tickets. He wanted the vintage. I was like, mister, don't sell that. AMC said they are finding the tickets listed and voiding the ticket orders. Wow. With the economy, nobody wants to dedicate themselves to a career or passion. Everybody wants to be an intern and join and get rich quick scheme. In reality, it takes decades to build your career. Yeah, I think there's some truth to that too, Uncle Mikey. Like, people are always looking at the amount of wealth in the country and in the world, and they don't want to hear the part where you didn't get rich, like, you know, in 3 years. So It took me 7 years of working Pokemon to get very lucky to become a millionaire. I got very lucky, but you didn't hear the whole story. The whole story is that before I launched my Pokemon YouTube career, I was already a YouTuber called TheCardconomist, and I worked 7 days a week, like 16 hours a day, editing like 2 or 3 videos a day and going live every day. So I worked like crazy to build TheCardconomist, and it's the same deal. It took a lot of effort. It took a lot of, I had to teach myself how to edit videos. Nobody really teaches you how to do a good job of that. You have to teach yourself. And then before that, I worked a job right out of school. I sent myself to school. My parents didn't send me. I sent myself. Before I could go to school, I worked at Coca-Cola for 2 years and saved up like $20,000 by working like 16 hours per day. And I was collecting these huge paychecks at the end of the week with like 25 hours of overtime per paycheck, probably on average. And so what was I doing with that money? I wasn't going to Europe. I wasn't buying a nice car. I wasn't buying a nice watch. I wore flip-flops, and I had like Walmart and you know, like thrift shop clothing, literally. So I didn't have anything. I still don't own much clothing to this day, and I still buzz my own hair. I don't get haircuts. So I did that for like years. Before Coca-Cola, I did Sam's Club, and before that, I did Target and Sears at the same time. So it wasn't until I was 24 that I made it into college. Most people already graduated by then. I made it into college at 24 and graduated at 28. So now I'm almost 40. I'm on my way to 40, and now I'm a Pokemon card millionaire. And that's not even a for sure thing, by the way. That could crash, but I'm doing well in this moment. But most of my life was actually a lot of struggle, and there was no get rich quick part of it until the last 7 years. And it just took a lot of discipline to get to that point. You know, it really did. Like 7 years of what? Well, running this operation really well so that people could trust me and place their orders here and know that their orders will go out. And yeah, it just takes a lot of discipline. Never got into doing drugs, never got into partying, never really traveled. I didn't go on hardly any vacations. I mean, Karis and I went to Dallas, we went to Tennessee, and we went to Vegas. All 3 places are tax-free zones where I was planning to potentially move. And all 3 trips lasted 1 to 3 days. It was really short. So it was more like we were doing research. It was still cool, but we didn't like, you know, we weren't drinking pina coladas on the beach or anything. So other than that, 0 vacations since college. We just haven't done anything. So it's been rough, man. It's been a grind. And how did I afford like a $3,800 mud kit? Well, I just kept working and working and working and working and working. And then I place a bet that, hey, I think this mud kit is good, so we'll get that one. And then I held it. I didn't sell it in 2023, 2024, when a lot of people were dumping their cards in the market. You know, didn't say I got it from 2021. I'm trying to remember. So, of course, there was a temptation to sell it when the markets were down and Pokemon didn't look like it was going to be such a great investment. Well, there's a temptation to dump your vintage cards and, I don't know, buy whatever it is you're going to buy. Maybe a different home, maybe pay your house down. Oops. You know, if you're paying like 6% on your mortgage every year, that's a lot of money. And so there's always a temptation to just sell off your cards and pay your home down. But look, so this was ordered in 2021, and according to this, there was one for sale for $20,000 in 2024. So I could have tried to sell it for $20,000 in 2024, and I said, no, we're going to hold it. And that's a risky decision to make because, well, I could have made a $20,000 payment on my home. Crazy enough, now the same card could pay off half the home in one move. So that's really wild. And my theory actually is that I just hold it and it goes to 600 anyways. Someday, maybe not this year, maybe like in 3 years, maybe in 5 years. Like we're celebrating the 30th anniversary. Well, what's the 35th anniversary look like? Well, we can presume that card shops don't go away. They just keep, you know, chugging along, and there's a concentration of wealth that goes into the cards over time because, you know, card shop owners will keep making money. Mystery pack slab, you know, websites will keep making money, and people will continue to scramble to own the biggest cards and have the prestige and all that, you know. So I think a lot of that's going to keep going on. All right, I'm just yakking. Did you know there's no orders in the queue? Let me go ahead and delete this order. Not this order, but this email that I no longer need. Yeah, so I think, you know, card shops will keep chugging along, and card shop guys will keep passing money up into bigger slabs, and it's just going to keep going and going and going like it's been going. But, yeah, all of it was luck and discipline. Some of it was luck. Some of it was discipline. All right, let them cook. Big risk, big reward. It was big risk, exactly. It was 2023 and 2024, and all Pokemon cards are basically they're going down, including vintage cards. Vintage cards were going down too. Ooh, I might take a picture of this right here, actually. You guys ready? I'm going to take a picture of this. These are going the 9.5s channel, I think. Not the 9.5 channel, but the 9s channel. Yeah, I think these go in the 9s channel. So, wait a second. Let me do this. These are 65. These are so cheap. I might as well stick these into the other shuffle. Yeah, let's not put these away. The other shuffle could take these. Let me grab this. Yeah, in 2023, 2024, there was a lot of bad news. Cards just kept going down and down and down and down. And you know how hard it is to actually hold a card when it's going down? Like, you look at it and it kind of disgusts you. Like, oh, man, this was such a poor choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The dopamine effect of having, like, a Pokemon card, maybe it's not even your favorite Pokemon. It's just some Pokemon. And the dopamine withdrawal of having a card that's going down in price instead of up, it's severe, dude. All right, so this shall say 4 of Hearts, Super Mario Brothers 3 stage, BGS 9.5. You suddenly have this feeling like, oh man, I need to get these off the books, and I need to go dump this money into my house before it goes down any further. You know, that's the feeling. Actually, it's not a great feeling. It's not like the euphoric feeling you get when it's all going up. When it's all going up, you're like, oh yeah, hell yeah, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's actually supposed to be 13. Did I do 13 on the other one? Buy low, buy high. I don't believe any have gone off. All right, here we are. So we're going to say, what did I say? A 10 of Hearts. Very hard to hold at that point. 10 of Hearts. Super Mario Brothers 3 and stages B 9.5. Mister, you want to know where this sudden price hike started happening? Remember when people were greeting the Drowsy and it was going for an absurd amount? No. The Drowsy came later. It actually, in my opinion, started with Magikarp. Paldean Evolved Magikarp. That starts to hit like $300 and people say, what? The Magikarp sells for more than the chase card? Then it goes to 600, then it reaches 1,000, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, the ARs are hard to pull. People start trying to pull the Magikarp and realize, whoa, it's harder to pull the Magikarp than it is to pull the Altart Skeledirge. And you're like, and then you realize, oh my gosh, the Magikarp looks amazing. It's just that no one's ever thought that it was valuable. I should have bought Latios 5 years ago. Check this. I show this one off from time to time. I still got it, right? Let's see. Here it is. Here's one of my black labels. Latios. Now that's Chinese. Cool. What do you think of that? What should I sell that for? I could list this for sale. Maybe it would sell. I feel like that one's one to hold on to. There's no need to sell it. And then I got this one actually from Mr. Brandon Wong. Here it is. Champion's Path Charizard. Black Label Champion's Path. Mr. Stop, I'm jealous. Let me take a look at this real fast. So this was in a trade. He got a bunch of gold for me for this one. BGS 10, Black Label. Let's just type in Black Label. Charizard, 74. So he traded a bunch of gold for this. And at the time, gold was pretty high, actually. So the cheapest one... There's one for 8,000. I think the trade was for 4,000. I don't remember. But, you know, I was happy to trade. Okay, so it last sold on June 18th for 3,000. So that's not a very exciting price at all. $3,000. Somebody put it into buy it now. So maybe he did a good job. I don't know. But whatever the case is, I'll probably just hold on to this guy. The cheapest one is for 8,000, but no one's bought that. But somebody bought it for $3,000. I guess my question would be, why does somebody list it so cheap? We are because it did in the past sell for 4,000. So it's kind of funny. That means somebody listed it, not knowing about that sale or not caring. They just wanted to liquidate. They wanted out. People do that, you know. They undersell their cards sometimes to get out. They say, "Get me out of here." Let me put this over here. All right. We're pretty close to getting that tag submission back too, by the way, guys. Let's take a look at that tag submission. Now, this one that's close to coming back, it's only my cards. It's still in quality assurance. Oh, man, I want that one back so bad. So close to that. All right, we're going to go ahead and refresh. We do have a Sarah Dusenberry order coming in. I should have bought Latios 5 years ago. Grading, yep. Mr. Stop, Black Label is good to hold. Here's Miss Sarah. All right, Sarah, she says 10 OP17 packs. All right, you got it. 10 OP17s. What breaks are close to going off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably one of the closest ones would be the, well, I can think of 3, actually. 3 breaks that are very close. First of all, did you know we're running this gym break? Matthew Rodriguez is in it. You could join it. It's only a $20 break. And so what's going on here is this is very underpriced. Normally, this whole box would cost a lot more. I'm doing it for 40 bucks for the whole box. It's sort of a giveaway. It's sort of like I got too much of this, and so we're selling it at a joke price of $40. So the whole box for 40. So that's not bad. Somebody will probably join that one because that price is ridiculous. This is the ladies' night break. Donate 10 bucks and buy one of the ladies a nice spot in this poker break. Okay, it's only available on ladies' night. Here's the poker break with Flying Mario for 25. Here's the Kanto badges. Now over here, there's a real popular one. This is the Gengar. It moved by 1 whole spot tonight. Somebody bought a whole spot for 128. So you buy a whole spot for 128. You can jump into the sub list for $33. This gives you a chance at a whole spot, okay? It's up to 18 now, guys. So when the sub list goes off, it's at 19. It's officially past, halfway done. The trade break. Did you know you can buy into this for just 5 bucks? 5 bucks, give yourself a shot at this super valuable Charmander. Your odds are pretty low. It's 1 in 34. 5 bucks, pretty expensive Charmander poker card. Harry Potter, this is a booster pack split. It's only $6. We finished one like yesterday, and this is a fresh one. Over here, we've got the Topps Rainbow booster pack, and I think this is actually pretty close, right? So this one's at 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that wait. Okay, it's at 5 out of 8. 3 spots left on that one. So that's the other one that's close. So the gym break is close, the sub list is close, and this is close. So those are the 3 things. Here's another gym break, actually. This is for a spot in the Jungle Pack. Ryan Trejo, $23. You can just buy straight in for $46, though. So there you go. A couple of gym breaks, a couple of interesting slabs. I think that booster box is probably going to go off. The one that's only 20 bucks for the whole box, which is pretty nuts. It is. And then Pikachu in one piece. Yeah, we did that the other night for fun. If you are a lady and you're here for ladies' night, just let me know that you're here and we'll place you into this giveaway. This goes off tonight no matter what, and then one of the girls on the list gets the actual slab. It's a nice night to be a lady and to hang out with us Pokemaniacs. It's just a special night. Here it is. We're going to keep that running each week, and we'll come up with more events. I don't want to just have like ladies' night. I want to have other events. Ladies' night was just a really obvious one. You know, it's like low-hanging fruit. Here goes Miss Sarah. So Tuesdays are a great night to be a girl and hang out over here because you're going to get into something for free. So I stepped away crazy. CC, has Charmander gone yet? So winner takes the whole box? Yeah, that's right. $20 to buy in. Your odds are 50%, 1 and 2. And one person gets the whole box for 20 bucks. Pretty hard to believe, actually. But yeah, it's true. I'm just getting rid of those. I have a lot of them. I have a ton of them. A lot more than I thought I was going to need. I bought like 2 whole cases of it. I don't know why I bought 2 cases. I only needed 1 case. Oh, there we are. So I got tons of those. There we are. They're fun to open. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. Oh, what a night. What is this? That looks crazy. So a new Dawn card style. Is that what this is? Ooh, is it golden? I can't tell. It's not golden. It's like silver. Crazy. All right. So that appears to be a new style for the Dawn card. Okay. Great Dawn card in this box. Here's Loopy wearing the warrior hat. Here's Detective Boobs, because you got big boobies. Here's the dragon, and here's this lady with the gun. Kaido. All right. There we go. Thank you, Miss Sarah. Okay, and you got a couple baggies over here. Here's one of them. Weiss 2 cases, Nibble Arena 1 should do. Yeah. Nibble Arena, I bought like 2 cases of it like a madman. I should probably get those listed up on eBay is what I should probably do. I don't know. There we have it. Thank you. Keep the hollows. Keep the hollows. All right. Give me a moment. Doop, 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 doop. All right, there they are. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. You just pulled a special Dawn card out of there. Can you define what a lady is? A lady is someone who identifies as a lady. You know. All right, there we go. Very nice. I'm going to hit refresh. I'm teasing you, Mr. Smoked Out Turtle. All right, let me get a refresh. Let me get a rotate on these. Oh, God, that's crazy. Here's Shaman. Here's Magneton. He's trying to pull a Matt Walsh on me, damn it. What is a lady? What is a woman? A woman is someone who identifies as a woman. Yes, but what is that? Can I identify as a table? Yeah, if you want to. Okay. Let's see. So this guy's 90, huh? That's pretty cool too. We might have to put that up in. Well, I think this guy could be a gym break, couldn't he? He's cheap enough to be a gym break. What should be the fate of Alakazam? I don't know. Lots of women don't have manners. A lady is a female that has manners. Whoa. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Manners, you say. Very mannerly. I don't know. The word manners has man in it. That sounds kind of sexist. All right. Let's show off some cool stuff. Have you guys considered opening up Crimson Invasion? We're chasing after Gengar and Pikachu reverse hollows in Crimson Invasion. Those cost $32 a pack. Let me show you why. It helps to be educated and know what's going on in the market. And so we kind of help you with that. I want to tell you a fact about Crimson Invasion. It is the cheapest Sun and Moon booster pack you can open. But look at this. Something a lot of people didn't expect. All right, check this out. So the top 2 reverse hollow pulls, which most people didn't think about, Gengar and Pikachu, are $5,000 and $7,000. Huge chase cards. See that? Pop 26 on this guy. Okay. And then here's the Pikachu for $7,000. Look at that. Isn't he cute? He's adorable, man. Now, you might ask yourself, you might say, well, you know, okay, so they're priced for a really high price, but what do they actually sell for? All right, well, take a look at this. On August 16th, this month, that exact Gengar sold for $4,800. So it's not a fake price. That's a last sold price. Pretty serious business. Now, we don't have a last sold on the Pikachu because he's actually so rare, he's almost never for sale. But I think it would be safe to assume he's probably at least around $5,000. I don't know if he's $7,000. That's pretty expensive. And nobody's bought him at $7,000, and I don't know if I would. But, yeah, I mean, I think you could probably bet that the Pikachu's at least $5,000. So what does that mean for us? That means we got to open more of these. Crimson Invasions. I got fresh boxes, fresh product for you guys on Crimson. It's a good product, and we're going to keep it going. So far, we've had one person pull a holographic Gengar, but not the reverse holo version. And then no one has pulled the reverse holo Pikachu. We got to pull that. I wonder if the pop is low because most we've seen are off-center. Now, they haven't all been off-center, but yeah, I could have probably assumed that it's not super easy to grade at 10. That's because it's not super easy to grade anything PSA 10. Let me show you something you guys can jump into that maybe you haven't thought about in a while. This is the Jumbo Pack Break. Ooh, Jumbo Pack Break time. All right, these are all the packs in the Jumbo Pack Break. You want me to make this round of the Jumbo Pack Break even hotter? What do we got in here? You know what we don't have in here? We don't have a Mega Dream. So this is a really lopsided round of the Jumbo Pack Break. So now it's got another free pack in it. This Mega Dream pack going in. It's like a $15 pack, I want to say. Oops. So this is going to be free as well. We got a couple free ones in here. When we host the Jumbo Break, we don't always have big free packs in there. So we got one Darkness Ablaze for free, 1 Mega Dream for free. That's pretty good, actually. Here it is. Look at that. So those two are for free. Sarah probably going to win that. Well, if only if she jumps into it. So we have nobody in it currently. And it's available to be jumped into. This is a PokeBruh. Here's Eevee. So you're going to get guaranteed pulls from this. There's Eevee. There's OP17. Here's Crystal Abyss. A set. I don't even think we have it on the menu. Pretty cool, right? All right. So there you have it. You know, if you like it, you don't have to join it as a break. You can buy it outright. You can buy it outright. It's $160, or you can join it as a break for $40. Now, did we ever create another jumbo pack break for the live customs? I don't think we did. I'm supposed to do that. That's one of the things I'm supposed to get done. I don't think we did. I'm looking right now. What is this? Is this like a super abandoned bag? How abandoned is this bag? From 224. This is freaking super abandoned. What's in here? Got some Kuromis in here. Perfect. We'll put these in the junk packs or something. This is an abandoned bag from forever ago. 2022. 2024 is like 2 years ago. What else is in here? Okay. Not much, honestly. Oh, those are kind of cool. Now, back then, these weren't worth anything. Okay, some Narutos. All right, there we have it. So I'm going to place this in the abandoned bags box. This is 2 years old. It's actually longer than 2 years old. It's like two years and 6 months, maybe. 2.5 years. That's old enough. How many did the jumbo break? The jumbo pack break has nobody in it right now. Nobody is in it at this moment. That can be used in junk packs. Look at this Minnie Mouse bread card. You guys like it? I'm loving these 1937 bread cards. Very cool, man. Oh, yeah, there's 5 spots left in this G.I. Joe box break. One person gets the whole box. It's from like 2004 or 2003 or something. It's really old. 2004, I think. And so you get the whole box. You can open the whole box, or you can save it and sell it on eBay. Whatever you want to do. But it does look like we still need to make a... It looks like we need to make a jumbo pack break for the live customs. The last one was pulled. Oh, feeling terrible. I'll take the abandoned bag for 20. Yeah, I bet you would. I would too. All right, what we got here? Javier, he says, 2 Crimson Invasions, 2 live customs. You got it, man. All right, you got it. Let's grab 2 of these. I'd take that deal too, because that sounds like a pretty lopsided deal to me. Ready? 2 live customs. You see that? I caught that before it could fall over. All right. Good luck. Got a 1, a 2, a 3, 1, 2. Good luck in there. What are we going to get in here? Here's Maki Zenin. And, oh, Squirtle Old Maid Pristine. Oh, the Pristine Squirtle. Very interesting. So, the Pristine cards were always really hard to acquire. And we got a Pristine Old Maid Squirtle. I don't know how well everyone else has caught on to the value of Pristine cards. But there it is. That one's Pristine Squirtle at 125. If you do not want the Squirtle, I will be happy to re-roll it for you for 100. Repo. Yeah, that's an old abandoned bag, huh? That one was 2 years old. 2 years and 6 months. Crazy. All right. I want Fui Coco and Miriam cards. We can also put the card up for consignment. That's also an option. I think we got some RuneScape music playing here. Hard to make a choice on one like this because it's kind of an exceptional card. Like, okay, so it's earned the very hard to achieve pristine grade. What should the value of it be? And that's a great question because I think the card normally is about $50. A woman is a female is a woman, but a lady, when I hear the word lady, I think of a proper, decent, mature, well-mannered female. Keep. All right, very nice. Javier Arroyo. Good. Locking in the pull. Tossing that away. And now 2 crimsons. This RuneScape music is so calm. There you go. All right. What do we got? Shelmet, Swablu, Swinub, Numel, Minchino, Numel. All right, picking up another Numel. And Mamoswine. So pack number 1, not too crazy. All right. Crimson Invasion. Put that over there. Look at that Numel. He's looking like he's having a great day. All right, Execute, Jigglypuff, Houndour, Spoink, Mischievous. Ooh, that's a good pack. So you're picking up the Reverse Hollow Cubone. You know, Cubone's actually a really popular Pokemon. Maybe sometimes it doesn't feel that way, but Cubones go for a lot of money, and that's kind of a unique one. Like, you never see Crimson Invasion Cubone up for sale as a PSA 10. Here's Silvally Full Art. That's not terrible. I think Silvally is definitely better than, like, you know, Buzzwole and Stack Attack or whatever they're all called. All right, cool, man. That was a pretty good round, I think. The second pack was hot. Cubone and Silvally Full Art. Let's see, your boxes up here. So overall, that whole round was good for you. I mean, first you got, you know, a pull out of the live customs, and then you got a Full Art and Cubone out of the Crimson. So that was a pretty solid round. There goes. Still no Pikachu reverse, though. Or Gengar reverse. We're in a fresh box, by the way. That's a brand new fresh box. So anything could happen there. Okay, let's see. They're not coming out of like a sequential case or anything. All right, we got an open queue, everyone. The queue is open. And so I want to take a moment and start working on this jumbo pack break, okay? So we got to put a jumbo pack break together for the live customs. What should go into this jumbo pack break? Well, I'm going to put one of these Blissful Eternities. Everyone seems to be loving that one. And I want to put one of these ReZeros in. That's one of the new sets. Maybe I'll just put a pack of all the new sets in. Is that crazy? I don't think that's too crazy, is it? I'll put a brown booty butt dust in there. Here's an OP17 going in. Here's a here's a Dragonball Story Booster for 18. And then probably one of these. Okay. And probably one of these. Okay. Like that right there. The Mega Dream. I've got a Mega Dream. Probably put one of these in here. Probably put one of these in here. I would like to put a little weird stuff in there too. So let's grab one of these G.I. Joes. Okay, we got a G.I. Joe. Let's put a Harry Potter Diagon Alley. That's $8. And then how about one of these Pitch Blacks? Ooh, what do we have over here? We got some weird stuff over here too. All right, so we've got Metazoo, Thor, Iron Man, Obsidian Flames, and whatever that is. That appears to be like, this appears to be Sun and Moon Unbroken Bonds, but Indonesian or something. What else we got? What other interesting things do we got? Beep, 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 beep. How about this Power Rangers? That's new. Putting some new stuff in there, right? I'll put another one of these gem packs in here. You know, the gem packs, people don't buy these as much anymore, but these contain Captain Pikachu. I don't know if you guys think about that much. All right, let's start adding these up to see what they come out to be. It might be, heck, look at that. It might be full. She's a lady. Ooh, she's a lady. What? She's a lady. Is that ZZ Top? Javier says, one more Crimson Invasion. Let's take care of that real fast for Javier. Okay, one more Crimson Invasion. There we go. It's ladies' night. All right. Minchino, Execute. Oops. Oh, I think we revealed what you got. I think it is a good pack. Oh, no, it's Crawdaunt. That sucks. Crawdaunt! Look at the centering on Crawdaunt. That's not too bad. All right. Let's grab this. And no hollow behind it. Shoot, man. That sucks. But look at this. You can pull reverse hollow or, I suppose, holographic Registeel out of here. So the Reggies are in the set, everybody. We got the Reggies. Got to pull those too, man. I like the Reggies. They're fun. I'm off to bed. Good night. Have a nice night. All right, put this here. Good. I got you, Mr. Javier. Thank you for that. And then who's after Javier? We do have an order from Javier. One live custom. All right, let's grab that live custom real fast. He said, I can go just a little bit deeper. Okay. A 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Good. Boop. Oh, my God. The high ground. You just pulled the high ground. Wow, you're sniping one after another, man. Good deal. Now this, what do we got? Here it is, the high ground. $125. It's PSA 10, and I believe it's a refractor. I don't know if you're a Star Wars fan, but that's actually pretty cool. This one's called Mini Diamond Refractor. So it's actually a hit card out of the pack. It'll have like a rainbow effect to it as you tilt it around. You can kind of see it really easy on the stamp. But there it is, the famous moment. I have the high ground. What do you think here? Keep or re-roll for $100? That's a square cut Topps Chrome card. Not bad, man. You're doing good on the live customs tonight. Man, sometimes those live customs are really tough. Doing abandoned bag break. Abandoned bag break. It's an interesting concept. I think what we normally do is we just disassemble it. Re-roll. All right, so he's not keeping the Star Wars. He got to re-roll it for $100. Good luck in there. So this will go back in for $125. His re-roll will be for $100. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, oops, 4, and 5. Oops. Okay. Put that there. This goes back up here. All right, good luck, man. So re-rolling. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck. That's $100 of live customs. Live custies. You've got Lilo and Stitch, Aaron, Nina Einstein. Ooh, tough. All right. This time, not a big snipe. All right. But you did get some nice bonus cards, I suppose. I mean, they're not crazy, I guess. This one's kind of nice, actually. So that one's kind of cool. I'll toss these up here. I got to do that more with the live customs. You know, I got to stuff them with cards sometimes. There we go. You know, one time I stuffed them with like a fat pack where it was just like a bunch of hit cards. That was kind of cool. I haven't done that in a while. Also, the fact that we've been running it this whole time with no jumbo pack inside, like, that's too bad. Can't be doing that. All right, let's get this jumbo pack made, guys. The queue is open. If you're looking to make an order, the queue is open. Ready? All right, so this is going to be $5. I don't know what this is. Actually, I should take a picture of it on eBay. eBay might know. All right, there we go. Oh my gosh, this is like $100. Really? Look at that. They want $100 for that booster pack. 80 and 95. All right, so we'll slow down on this one. I don't think we're going to do that one until we understand it better. It might not be 100, but that pack might be actually really expensive in some other way. Now, Obsidian Flames. I don't remember the price on Obsidian. Isn't it like 13 or something? Hold on. Pokey, English. Obsidian is 14. All right, plus 14. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is 12. Captain America, I got no clue what this is. Okay, it's an Upper Deck pack, so now we know that. It's Upper Deck. We know a little bit about Upper Deck. $4. And then this guy is also Upper Deck, $4. All right, that's fun. MetaZoo, $3. Here's Pitch Black. Pitch Black is going to be $9. Pitch Black, $9. Harry Potter, $8. G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe's kind of expensive. I think it's like 13. Here's this guy. I never remember his price. I think it's like 8. Mega Dream, 15. This is going to be 7. Dragon Ball is a whopping 18. This is 12. Brown Dust, I'll say 2 on that one. I can't remember. Heat Wave Arena. Let me see. Heat Wave Arena is 7. Heat Wave Arena is 7. And then here's ReZero. I don't remember this one. ReZero is brand new. ReZero, $9. Wow, no wonder. That one's pricey. And then here's Blissful Eternity. I don't remember that one either. These are all new sets. Blissful is $6. Boom. All right, what does that add up to? $156. So we're at $156. We got room for one more pack. What should it be? One more pack. How about one of these? Korean packs? I don't feel like we see the Korean packs as often anymore. So here is a Matchless Fighters Conan. All right, so there we go. That is a new jumbo pack break. Oh, right. But the jumbo pack break only adds up to either 150 or 175. I think we'll go with 150. So I'm going to remove this guy, and we're going to let it be $154. I mean, unless I want to remove something, I could remove this thing, Brown Dust. I don't think I need to do that. I don't care if you get a free pack of Brown Dust. Who cares? All right. $154 going into the live customs for $150. We're going to title it Live Customs Jumbo. Okay, there's important 150. So now we know what the re-roll potential on it is. If somebody pulls it and they don't want it, they can re-roll it down to 125. All right, now we'll place this. It's going to go in here. Good to get this done. There we go. I feel like having a jumbo pack break in the live customs makes so much sense. It's a very fun thing to pull. I think last time someone opened it, they actually got some great pulls out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 150. All right. Ta-da! We didn't leave a card in here for that, did we? Nope. So we'll just write up a new card. It's getting late, guys. How sleepy is everybody? Sign in. Who's the sleepiest? We're going to call this Jumbo Pack 150. Did you see the Washington Family Collection stolen the Nintendo games? I totally saw that. I definitely saw that. I felt very bad for him. He obviously needed more security. Here it is. I'm going to go write a book on security, maybe. Maybe not. All right, there we go. Fulfilled. Nice. No, that was pretty bad. Tammy's sleeping. Tammy! You can't sleep, Tammy. Rock-a-bye Tammy on the treetop. When the wind blows, the creator will rock. Oh, my leg. Dude, my arm was feeling all effed up earlier. It's feeling better now. Let's try and get some of these slabs rotated, huh? We got to get done with the Z's, and then we got to get the consigned slabs rotated. All right, so we got this. That's a consigned slab. This is a Team Rocket Grunt consigned slab. All right. What's this? Oh, yeah, I love this Joker card. Let's start getting these off the table. That's a 9.5. Let's put this into the other shuffles. I think these are fantastic for the other shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. I hate this song. I've heard it too many times. 7 of Hearts. Super Mario Brothers 3 stages. B 9.5. All right. The dude said they stole his collection like losing his mom again. Ooh, that cuts deep, man. Yeah, I mean, he was like, I saw him in the interview, and he was like holding back tears the whole time. Yeah, it's just wicked, isn't it? Somebody works their whole life. They got a job. They work their ass off. They put something nice together. And then somebody else who doesn't feel like working comes and steals it from you. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, there needs to be justice. The perpetrator has to be caught, and then he has to pay he has to pay a debt to society or something. I hope that all the attention it receives makes it harder to sell those games, and that the person who stole it gets caught. It's just wrong, you know. It's like, of course, if they turned themselves in and gave the games up, maybe the sentence should be lighter. But yeah, it's nasty people out there. They go, why would I get a job when all these people around me got money? I'll just take it from them. Awful society. It is. That's the kind of stuff that makes, you know, rich people want to live up in a castle or a tower and say, don't even look at me. I don't exist. And it's a sad thing, you know. It shouldn't be that way. It is. You end up having a sort of like the rich hate the poor and the poor hate the rich scenario. It's not good. But yeah, it's probably somebody who knew him, right? It's probably somebody who knew him because they stole it while he was on vacation. Wasn't it something like that? I think that's what happened. They stole it while he was on vacation. Is there a new cheap split? A new cheap split. Yeah, well, there's a Harry Potter one for $6. And then we have this top split right here, $28 per spot. And if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people are in. We just need 3 more people, and it goes off. I do feel really bad for him. Yeah, I don't like that stuff. Anyways, yeah, the world's full of effed up people, man. I don't know why it's got to be that way. It's just, that is how it is, you know. It's why we end up having to be defensive and have security and laws and cops. You know, if you hate cops, maybe you should hate criminals, because the cops are a natural consequence of criminals. So it's like, you ever wish you lived in a society with no cops? Well, that could actually exist. It could be a real thing. You have to live in a society with no criminals for that to be a thing. Then the cops would just magically go away. I mean, you'd have no use for them. So it's not the cops that threaten your happiness. It's the people who make cops a necessity. Those are the people who are ruining your happiness. It's like, oh man, wouldn't it be nice? This is why we can't have nice things. Here's Shaman. The cops are a natural consequence of living in a society where people steal your stuff. Let's see. Got a nice Lakitu Mario over here. Alright. You know, people brag about how in Japan you can leave your laptop out and no one steals it, right? And a big city, too. And that is kind of a brag, you know? We don't have that. Why can't we have that? It's too bad, huh? It's funny because often people say, like, the solution is to do a bunch of wealth redistribution, and it's like, that's just a different kind of theft. You're just stealing it, but you're using the government to steal it. There's Mr. Mime, that's all that is. So it's like, yeah, well, we'll stop stealing from you as soon as you give us all your money. Then we won't steal anymore. Wow, that's so logical. Why didn't I think of that? All right, here we are. Now let's take a picture of this. Lovely. That's like a farm area too. So how can someone know? Only by someone close to them. Yeah, might have been a friend. Might have been someone he spoke to. Who knows? Maybe there'll be more to that story. Maybe we'll find that out. Maybe they'll figure that one out. I hope they do. I hope that man gets his stuff back. What is this? Is this a pop-up? All right, let's grab this. All right, we're going to go over here to the tents and take a picture. Ready? Picture time. Click. Okay. These are coming down. Shaman, Wario, Umbreon, Mr. Mime, and Mimikyu. So these are going to go in here. And these are going to go in here. People are always like envisioning heaven, because heaven is like the way things should be, you know? And we just don't have it that way here on Earth. So we got all these problems to solve still. My guess, he was at a bar with a friend, yada, yada, da, and boom. Yeah, I mean, you could have told a lot of people. When you have something impressive, you got to tell people, right? It's like your work. Like, people know I got some good cards, but that's why we spend all our money on security, you know? So you got to have security if you're going to talk about it. This. Got to have security. Here's Mario with the mushroom. Here's Lakitu. There's another Bowser. And here's Luigi time. Let's see. Let's put this over here like that. All right. Great looking cards, man. Those look great. It's pretty sad. Okay, we'll take a quick picture of these. Bowsers are coming down. Still time to snatch those Bowsers. You know, those are pristine 10s. Don't ever forget how hard it is to grade a card of pristine. These were the best of my cards, and I sent them out, and they actually got 10s. Bowsers. Now, this one says what? Game stages. Okay, it's going to be called game stages. This one's Luigi. Luigi's going to go in the A box as well. Bear trap to the nuts. I don't think anything like that's going to happen. All right, we cleared up a little room up here. Let's take a look at that order. Hit and refresh. Ryan Trejo, what's up, man? 1 crimson, 1 top spot. Oh, yeah. There you go. Crimson Invasion. If you're watching this show and you're a new guy and you've never placed an order, now's a great time to place an order. We got a slow moment in the stream, so you've got a chance to place an order and have it be your first time order. Here's Dino. Here's Star U. Here's PokeBruhs. Here's Vilas. You pull Vilas and Hydreigon. Oh, it would have been so nice if that would have been holographic Hydreigon. Kind of a tough pack, in my opinion, Ryan, because I don't think people want the Vilas super bad. They want the Hydreigon. It is. All right. PokeBruhs is kind of cute. Ghastly's kind of cute, actually. Here you go. You got a little Ghastly. All right, Ghastly's probably your best common. Boop. Thank you so much, Ryan. Try again if you want to go deeper, if you dare. And let's grab this. So he has bought a spot in that cheap split, too. Grabbing this. The cheap split's getting real close, guys. Real close. Wait, did I already do this? I don't think I already did. Okay, let me get you one more spot. 2 spots remain in the Topps Rainbow Pack Break, everybody. It's a vintage pack from 1999. Pretty hard to get the rainbow ones, and it's hard to get rainbow packs where you have a chance at a high grade on the rainbow card. But that appears to be the box we have. It's been handed out some cards that are good, some aren't good. But the fact that some of them are actually pretty good looking is pretty interesting. Here we are. All right. We got Mario. Boop, 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 boop. Mario, Magnetron, Pikachu Lightning, and this is for sale now. It belongs to Team Rocket Grunt, and it's a consignment. Ooh, so that's one of those consignments. Got a couple consignments up here. All right, we'll go ahead and check. Ryan's going a little bit deeper. He says he'll just go ahead and take 4 crimsons. Wow. All right, 4 crimsons. He says, let's not play around with it. 4 crimsons. Instant Pikachu, I suppose. Here goes. 4 crimsons, everybody. This is serious business. You got to remember, the Pikachu goes for 7 and the Gengar is going for 5, right? Well, that doesn't mean that any of the other ones can't sell for like, I don't know, like $600, right? Like, let's say you pull the reverse holo Aaron and he actually grades 10. Well, you might list him at like $600 on eBay or whatever. Ready? Here goes. It's coming from a very cheap pack. This set has been underpriced for a long time. Here's Weedle. Here's Minccino. Here's Corphish. Beware. That doesn't look too bad. Beware. And Orangaroo. Okay. Haven't seen any hollows in a while. Here we are. What other interesting news happened today, you think, Mr. Alex? I can't think of any other really interesting news. Dolly Parton passed away. That was sad. They got wildfires in Texas. I heard about that. Star U, PokeBruhs, Skiddo. Ah, here we are. And Kartana GX. We keep pulling that same Kartana. There it is. We've pulled this like 3 times. Kartana GX with really good centering, it looks like. Wow, that's nice. All right, good. And then here's a Ghastly Miltank. Okay. So Kartana is a nice card. Okay. Picking up your GX. What's this? Stuffer. Hello and Geodude. Cacnea. Misdreavus. Shelmet. And Jangmo O and Altaria. All right. Jangmo O it is. Tossing this over here. Altaria, Lairon, Graveler, Emolga. Karis goes in for a blood test today. They're going to test her again because they want to see the pregnancy hormones rising because it's like further proof that she's pregnant. So we got Kartana, Jangmo O, Skiddo, Beware, Set this here. And one more pack. Here's Pumpkaboo, Stoofle, Geodude, Cacnea, Misdreavus, Gladion. No! All right, looks like the Kartana is going to be your good pull that time. Here's that Starmie from Yukimori. That's a nice card. All right, Starmie is a classic 151 Pokemon. All right, somebody had to pull Gladion Trainer, and tonight it was you, Mr. Ryan. There you go. Overall, how do I feel about this round? Gladion stinky. Kartana's good. Jangmo, it's okay. Skiddo's okay. Beware's not bad. So I feel like the Gladion's kind of letting you down a little bit here. Darn, man. Gladion, huh? Skiddo, Jangmo-O, Beware. I feel like the Jangmo-O's not crazy either. Skiddo's cute. Beware, I think, is actually a little bit popular. It is. You're definitely pulling reverse hollows. You know what happens now, right, Ryan? So the very next pack is the Pikachu. That's how that works. Somebody else opens it right after you. That's how it works. The moment you give up, really. It's the moment you give up. Then somebody opens one more pack, and boom, Pikachu. Nah, I'm just teasing, man. Let's get you some free spots on the ZELLE giveaway. I think it's about to go off. You have bear traps? All done, mister. I hear you, man. Wait, all done as in you sent in one more order? 4 more? Oh, my God. He's going deep, guys. Here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get it. I'm feeling it. Pika Pika. Oh my gosh, I think I can hear the Pikachu from here. Pika Pika. We looked at the number of cards in the set. Your odds of pulling the Pikachu is like 1 in 111. It's actually pretty rare. Good thing the set's not any larger. It'd be even harder. Cubone, Weedle, Minccino. Ooh, Bunnelby. All right, we got one Bunnelby popping out. He's a rabbit. Get some rabbit meat from that Bunnelby. Here's a nice Haunter. I like the Haunter. Look at that, man. You know, if this Haunter common card also graded 10, I would try asking like, I don't know, like 75 to 100 for him. Even though he's a non-holo, somebody might buy him just because he's a yellow bordered card from the Sun and Moon era. They might go, okay, I'll buy that for 75. Here's Corphish. Oh, you're just rocking it tonight. Corphish and Bunnelby. These are the precise ones we were going for. Look, the Houndoom looks nice too, doesn't it? Look at this Houndoom, guys. He pulls this nice Houndoom. He got a Haunter. He got a Houndoom. Those are good. Feebas. All right. Slide that in here. Okay. What do we got here? We've got Corphish, Ghastly, Aaron, Dino, Staryu, Stanky Banky, and Miss Magus non-holo. Wow, man. Where are the holos? So far, no holos at all, it feels like. Doesn't it feel like there's been no holos? Maybe they're all on the other side of the box. Okay, one more pack. Hopefully a heavy pack here because you've had 3 light packs in a row. It's got to be heavy, right? Let's see. Remoraid, Mankey, Jangmo-O, Carablast, Feebas. Oh my God, you're pulling Octillery, bro. Still cool though. I mean, it's Octillery. How about... Oh! Oh, it was so worth it. There we go. How about that? You know, it's crazy. You just never know when the next pack is going to be a hit. You really don't. There you go. So that's not the reverse holo Gengar, but it is the standard holo. And if this grades 10, it's probably going to have a really high price tag on it. I don't know if it'll be 5,000, but it could be way up there. It could be multiple thousands. But I don't know if it'll grade 10. You want to see the back of it? The front of it's got decent centering, by the way. Check the back for a second. Oh, you never know. What do you think of it? All right. Someone's picking up a holographic Gengar there. Of course, that's not the same as a reverse holo, which means the very next pack can still contain a reverse holo Gengar in it, guys. The very next pack could be a reverse holo Gengar because they're unrelated in the loot table. Let's go ahead and grab this. All right. I'm glad we're opening these. I feel like, you know, it's nice that our group is getting these opened. Bunnelby, Corphish, very lovely. Well, you might need a secondary bag now. I can't bear trap my apartment complex. Wow. It actually paid off. You actually hit a Gengar. Because even if that guy, let's say he graded 9, I think that's some pretty serious money in the 9 too. Okay. So we could probably toss these all into the same bag. It's just going to be a really full bag at that point. It's all the bulk, you know, all this bulk cards in there. You guys ever don't want your bulk from Crimson Invasion, let me know. We'll do a trade on it. Do a little yellow borders trade on it. Okay. Wow, those are some big Ryan Trejo orders. And now let's grab this giveaway. Ryan, you're on spot number... Oh, that's Ryan Shapiro on 17. So this is 18. Ryan T. And how about 19? Ryan T. There you go. We got you on 18 and 19. One spot remaining. Wow, 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 wow. That was pretty cool, man. Let's check the PayPal order queue. PayPal orders are open. One Gengar pull. Yeah, I feel like we better put that in the... let's go ahead and put that in the August recap. So I'm jumping over here. And we're going to come down to the bottom. And we're going to click on Gengar Hollow Crimson at 2 hours and 46 minutes. Wow, nice, man. So you might make it into that recap. I should start leaving some instructions for my side on how I'd like it to be designed. Okay. Bear traps. My grandpa had bear traps. He owned a whole bunch of acreage. I don't know if he still owns it, but he owned a whole bunch of acreage. All right. Let me hit refresh on this. What the hell? There we go. And we'll hit pause. Ah, okay, weird. The comments were really behind on that. Let's set this up here. Very cool. We got our Mario poker cards here, but how about the rest of that Z box that we're still rotating? Here goes. You ready? The rest of the Z box. We got a Starmie. We got a Totodile. Now that's underpriced, I'm pretty sure. Wow. Regice. That looks cool. Here's a $45 Slowpoke. Here's Tom Nook. Start of the battle Denji. Hey, this would make a good girl giveaway for the girls. Aki. Maybe we'll have to set the split over for Aki. Here's Venomoth. Very nice. Now, these haven't sold. They're red deck, huh? And then the Totodile, I think, is underpriced. Let's take a look real fast. That was pretty cool, Ryan. Congratulations on that pull, man. In the final hour, he pulls a holographic Gengar. So we're going to say playing, comma, poker, and search Totodile. And let's see what we come up with on the Totodile. So the cheapest Totodile for sale. We want the cheapest one, right? Of course we do. Cheapest Totodile, $200. That's the cheapest one. So he can't be 140. He's got to be 200. Okay. Good. And now, I don't know about these two. They seem overpriced at $375, don't they? That seems like a lot. Let's try Starmie. Starmie. All right, so Starmie. Now, we got the vintage Starmie. Cheapest one, yellow deck. Green deck. We want a red deck. We have the red deck. There is no red deck. We're going to leave it at $375. Now, let's try Venomoth. What we ought to do is list it up on eBay. Okay, Venomoth. Yellow, green, green, red. Wow, there is one red version for sale for $1,000. That's nuts. Has it sold before for that much money? Yellow. Let's see. Sort by ended recently. Yeah, it doesn't sell for that much. All right. So we'll leave that at $375. I don't think it'll sell for $375. But you know what? You can't find these on eBay. It's really fascinating. This is cool. This, I'm sure, hasn't changed since the last time we were here. This is Aki for $140 and Himeno for $180. But we've put them together because they were kind of, in the TV show, they were like a pair. You know, they're like buddies or something. So that's $320 for both signatures. And then Denji, huh? Start of the battle Denji. This seems like the kind of card to save for the girls as well. Maybe we should convert the cute little doe poker card into the Denji card. I don't know. Do the girls generally like Denji? I'm actually not sure. Thank you. Looks pretty nice. I might send him for grading. Yeah, that's a smart move, man. All right, let's take a look at the queue. we're pretty close to the end here. It's 2 hours and 50 minutes. I think we could probably start wrapping it up, guys, because I'm not seeing any orders in the queue. And we've had a nice night. Why don't we go ahead and start handing out this giveaway card to the ladies? So this was ladies' night, and we're probably just going to keep it going. Each week, we're just going to have a night where the girls get a free thing. And we need to invent more than just one event night. So this is an event night. We need to have more events where some unique mechanic is going on. Maybe like an auction night. I think that would make a lot of sense. An auction night. If people knew what night was auction night, they'd show up for it. All right, you ready? Shoop. Landed on 14. Ooh, 14. That's nobody. 16. 2. 2 is Beatrice. All right. Look at that. Beatrice was actually in both streams as well. Congratulations, Miss Beatrice. Beatrice has been with us for a while. Oops. Spell that wrong. There we go. All right. Very good. So, yeah, it's nice to have the ladies with us, guys. It's a lucky thing. For tomorrow, what do we got going on tomorrow? I don't know if we got any new big things coming in tomorrow, but I can tell you one thing. One of the fastest moving breaks, besides the fact that this guy's almost over, one of the fastest moving breaks, the rare candy break, is probably going to go off again tomorrow. We had one person, Ryan Shapiro, just buy straight in. So tomorrow, the odds of this sub list going off are pretty high, and it brings it up to 19 out of 36. Despite that, there's still a ways to go. You know, there's 18 more spots to sell of this Gengar. But it's pretty amazing that he's halfway sold, and people have just been beating this card to death. It's really moving. Oh, this is also paused now. It won't come back until next week. So that will no longer be present on the table. I don't have any more new Beckett slabs. We've actually priced them all up and put them up on the table now. So at this point, we've finished the Z rotation, and I believe we begin the consignment rotation and the expensive slabs rotation. So that's how it kind of goes. And we'll have to find something new to add to the menu if we don't have any new sets coming in. So that's what we like to do. We also need to reprice some of the sets we already have to be cheaper. If there's something on the menu and it just never sells, we should just make it cheaper. So we'll take a look at lowering some pack prices on stuff that never, ever, ever sells, okay? All right, wow, this has been a pretty good stream, guys. I had a good time. I think we had some pretty big orders, actually, between Justin and Javier and Ryan Trejo and Miss Sarah Dusenberry as well came in here and placed some big orders. So thank you, everybody, for the big orders. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys for the Wednesday daytime stream. Wednesday, also kind of a slower day. Actually, you know, it's interesting. Tuesday was busy. So I'm betting Wednesday's going to be the slower day because usually Tuesday's slow, but it was actually pretty busy today. All right, and thank you to Mr. Mark Valerian for his generous donation to the Ladies on Ladies Night. See you later, everybody.